Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, chat. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's... Oh my gosh, chat. Hi, chat. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, I see there was a, there's a slight bug. Oh my gosh, mom's... I'm not a boomer yet I'm boomering it up. Holy shit. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back. Oh man. What a wild start to the week. Do I need tech support? No. I need teeth support. Am I good? Okay. So, yes, I'm fine. I have some wild news. Oh man. Hey, excuse me, hold on a moment. Let me make sure. I need to do something real quickly. There we go. Now Tim should be able to see that if he wants. Okay, chat. So literally like half an hour before I'm supposed to start the stream, and I have a couple teeth that are like this. But I have now added to my mouth another chipped tooth. So I'm gonna just move you back there. I have now added to my mouth another chipped tooth, which, you know, I kind of wondered if that would happen. Like, I was feeling the area where it happened. I was like, you know what, that feels a little rough. And, you know, it just kind of happened. Thankfully I have insurance, but that insurance doesn't kick in for a couple months. So I'm kind of in a weird spot where I can't do much. I'm thinking about going to the dentist and seeing what they can do, what some temporary solutions can be. I'm gonna be like, because I know that there's temporary teeth options that you can put on there. I'm gonna see like what they can do temporarily. Because I've with some of my teeth, I had a temp tooth on for like a year, which I'm not saying you should do. Actually, it's probably not a good idea, but I'm gonna see if they can do that. But until I can get stuff repaired, I decided no, I'm just kidding. Just to be completely honest with you, I am working on merch stuff. I do have some merch now that you can buy. I don't know why one of my listings is gone now. I need to refresh it. But chat, now that I have basically been incentivized by my own mouth falling apart, I am gonna act like a dirty octopus, and I'm basically going. I'm gonna beg you, chat, to consider the stickers. All right, consider the stickers, chat. They're $5 each, and if you wanna support the program, you can buy a sticker, and the stickers are great. Stickers are fantastic. You can put them wherever the hell you want, and so that's really cool. Thankfully the stickers are very easy to go to. It's just etsy.com/MommaOcco's merch. So it's been a while since I pushed merch. I'm gonna do it a little bit more now because people have asked, and I also kind of need to start. I hate asking for things, but I've also been told not to be like prudish, I guess. I don't know. Just be like, hey, if you want, buy a sticker. Jacko Pose is popular? Yes. Yes, it is. I came at the right time? Yes. So yeah, if you're considering, I have 2 stickers up right now. I am working on art. Well, I'm not drawing it. Another artist is. Not Ari. Ari does great stuff. But I am working on art right now. Okay, so this was previously members only. I think now is the time that I can share this. Will YouTube get mad at me if I show this? Will YouTube get mad at me? I don't think so. This is supposed to be safe for work. If you are a member, you've already seen this. I'm gonna show it briefly. Chat. And it's been like 10 minutes, so YouTube probably won't care. Let me give you a brief look at what is coming. All right, let me give you a brief look. Okay, now this is the sketch. It's not colored. It's not like shaded properly. But let me show you what's coming. And this will be 100% fully clothed. Don't worry. I'm making it sound worse than it is. Alright? It's tough to be a YouTuber? Yeah, it's alright. It's just tough to pay for... It's just tough to pay for things. But here is... Oh gosh, it's way small. Let me zoom in just a little bit. This is coming. This will be a print that you can buy. Eventually. This will be a future print. So if you want a print of me, you can buy that. I think, I'm not quite sure how much I'll price it for, but it'll be like a print that you can buy. And, I honestly don't care what you do with it. I honestly don't care. Just don't make it weird. Alright, chat. But yeah, consider a sticker, by the way. While you're waiting for a print, consider a sticker, chat. Eventually, we're gonna have hats and shirts. Pako is bringing the merch stuff, and eventually that's coming. But in the meantime, buy a sticker, and it'll be hand packed by another octopus in the world. So, that is it. Buy a sticker, so that I can pay for my teeth to stop falling apart. I don't know. I don't feel like that's gonna. Thankfully, am I gonna make the new art piece a sticker? No, it's just gonna be a print. It's just gonna be a print. I feel like it's a good idea to have it as a print. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that'll be exciting stuff. Oh my gosh. So Ari just sent. Okay, so the new Yippee girl, the new MommaOcco that has been here. Here, we're gonna get the little family, the cinematic Occo family. Oh, are you talking about the Helldivers one? I'll think about it. I need to step up my game. I'll think about it. Anyway, the little Occo Yippee, this little piece of shit right here. Ari just drew some fan art for me. Oh my gosh. That was a door. Wait, oh, he got rid of it. I want to show it. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. That is adorable. Okay. Ari does the best. Here, I'm just gonna show this off because it's a great... Look at this. Look at this. Is cute. See, like, Oh, this is absolutely adorable. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. See, this is why I love Ari. Ari, like, Ari does good. This is cute. Yeah, give Ari some love. Ari does great stuff. And, as a little shitposter right here, little shitpost creature, you know, it's nice to see the cuteness that Ari was able to do. I was saying, thank you, Ari. Everybody say thank you, Ari. Anyway. Alright, I've chilled enough. I feel like I'm done being a dirty octopus. We're gonna get into the weeklies, chat. I'll be honest with you. The energy's a little bit low right now because like I had to talk myself down from getting freaked out. Because whenever you lose a portion of a tooth, that is always kind of just like, it's always kind of like a scare. So like right now, I'm just like trying not to be scared. And Temp had to talk me down too, that is true. But right now I'm kind of just, am I good to pop in? You may, yes, if you want to do weeklies with well, actually, some of the weeklies you can't do yet, but, you may pop in. And Temp, you're welcome to jump in as well. You should have access to the chat. Oh, but anyway.
I'm here. Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
I'm just, clearing things.
Welcome. Okay, you both are just kind of sitting there. Awesome.
Yeah.
No, but chat, I'm a little bit low energy, and so having other people would be perfect.
Well, let's make it bigger energy.
No, I got this.
I told Try about what you sent me.
What did I send you?
The Bungie thing with the narrative director.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He might skip it.
He might skip the next expansion?
He might skip it. He hasn't decided yet.
Really? That's interesting. That's crazy. Alright.
I'm still in for it.
Oh,
but I'm like 99% done. I'm like,
With Destiny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying not to feel that tooth. Because what happened is
attention to it.
The top of the crown broke, and it's the dentin that now is exposed. And apparently that's not like absolutely horrible. But it can be an issue.
Oh, good.
It can be an issue if you don't take care of it. So I think I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I ordered these like retainers that mold to your mouth, and I'm gonna wear them. And my hope is that's just gonna protect the tooth until I can go to a dentist and get something temporary on there.
Well, something like that as well can also cause you to start grinding your teeth even when you aren't paying attention.
What, the retainer?
No, breaking a tooth or chipping something.
Oh yeah. So you think a retainer will help?
I remember back when I got some teeth pulled back in 2020 before the crap started.
Yeah.
And I just started doing it at night, didn't even realize it. Like when I was sleeping, I just kept grinding while I was sleeping.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, hopefully I don't do that, but we're gonna get a retainer that molds to my teeth, and it should be better. More smooches. Thank you, Zerby. I appreciate it.
Big smooch.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
I can finally do this
What am I gonna
mission.
do? By the way, chat, if you want to join up on me for any of this, you may. Just let me know. Incarnate.
Your bow staff is nothing to my hammer. I killed Spectre.
Nice.
I'm opening Junction still.
Good. Where are you at right now?
I just did the Jupiter Junction?
Jupiter.
I might, let me double check the name.
You might be getting to a main story quest then. That you need to pay
Well, I still need to open
attention
the void, right?
No, you do. Well, you kind of need to get to the void, but the void is not super duper important to getting started with the main story that actually matters. Let's see. You said Jupiter?
Yeah, it's Mizu.
It is Mizu.
Oh, hello, Mizu. Welcome.
Okay, I just got to. I'm on. Wait, Simaris. Simaris Junction.
Sarah's? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just did that one. So now I'm on Simaris now. Oh, my Archwing.
Now you need to do the Archwing quest, which makes sense. Okay. It's after Jupiter that you actually have to start working. No,
Doing
never
actual
mind.
content.
It's Uranus where you have to do the Nata quest.
So I'm assuming you're rotating around the world.
Yeah,
So
pretty
I'm
much.
at Sirius, so I have to work all the way over to Jupiter, Europa,
Yeah, you kind of have to get to Uranus before you start actually doing some main story.
And that's pretty much. And then you get to Pluto as the last place to go to unlock all the areas.
No.
Does it keep getting bigger?
Pluto, and then you go to
Uranus
Sedna.
keeps getting bigger. You
Yeah.
need to see a doctor about that.
I did.
You might.
Oh, okay. You were saying tooth issues, right?
Yeah, I have chipped one of my upper teeth.
Yeah, I
It's
have.
a mole.
That's
also,
the mood.
I have a fun story about teeth.
Mm.
I had to. My front 4 teeth are no longer real.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
Just like my
root canal.
molars.
Yeah, I have 4 root canals that I need to have done.
Yeah. Ooh, Rhino can be built.
You need to do the new strange to get to Saturn, Uranus. Really?
I got a heat sword. I'm just making weapons now.
Okay, that's enough, and we're gonna land.
Oh,
What?
that's interesting. In order to get
Obviously-
to the void from Jupiter, you need to do Teshub in the void, which requires you to go through Phobos and unlock the void. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, Chad. I'm gonna. Let's see. What should we do first? Mobile defense. You know what? Let's do
You can invite me
Sanctuary
for whichever one I can do.
Onslaught.
I'll join when I can.
I don't think you can do any of the destination dailies because you don't get Sanctuary Onslaught until you do the new Strange, and you can't do Zeramin until you unlock Zeramin, and that's kind of a secret story area.
I see.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing you can do is complete missions and kill enemies.
Okay.
I do kind of hope we get a new destination. I don't mean like the laboratory we just got. I mean like a new planet
New
or
planet?
destination to go to.
In the next big update,
Or just soon.
I mean, they gave us the laboratory. That's about as new as we're gonna get for a while.
Well, no, I literally said that's not that. I love how you ignored what
Well,
I said.
I know, but what I'm telling you is I don't think we're gonna get some like brand new destination
I mean,
place.
1999 we probably are.
Yeah, but that's gonna be in Deimos. That's probably gonna be a Deimos node.
Not necessarily.
Also, Mizu, how was your work? How was work?
It was shit.
As usual.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
My brother brought his niece over to my home, and I had children in my home.
Nice.
Cringe.
It was cringe. I like my niece, but I'm like, please stop bringing people to my basically studio apartment.
Oh. If you're in a studio apartment, isn't that just basically a room and a bed?
In a bed, yeah.
Do you
I
have
wouldn't
like a
renovate it
separate room
levels.
then?
This is just the one room. He was staying because I let him stay when I was trucking, so he was never here, and he would leave whenever I was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I came back, but you know how that goes.
Yes, I do.
So now he's still here because obviously I don't have income, so I'm not gonna throw you on the spot, but days are numbered.
Yes. Well, didn't you say you basically had a guaranteed job yesterday?
Yeah, I don't mind Crash for a minute, but like I said, it's just pushing it.
No, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Cause I can't live with my brother for too long. Like we can tolerate each other, but just I'm like, don't get me started with this conspiracy theories nonsense.
Oh gosh.
My brother put up with my conspiracy theories.
No, it's your conspiracies are 50% right.
Fair.
His are.
Are you saying I'm the Alex Jones of VTubers?
Oh my gosh.
No, see, he would be his are like the you're just saying stupid shit. Remember, guys, Hitler was black by his logic.
Wait, what?
Okay, so here is the one he's recently been on. He goes, the statement, and I quote: "There was a person named Adolf Hitler before the current Adolf Hitler we all know." And I'm like, go on. So, you know, I'm curious.
What?
And he-
Wait,
like, he-
is your brother a we was Kangs kind of person?
have you seen of the big-headed scientist?
Yeah, Yakub.
Yeah, he sent me that as a facts thing.
Yeah, oh,
He's
so
in-
he is a we was Kangs.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'm just like, this is my brother.
That
He's also
sounds
on the nationalist,
amazing.
the whole nationalist thing, and everyone is like, please shut up. He's like, no, it's real. Like, all right, prove it, do it, make it happen. Come on, make it happen. Just
That's
make it happen.
funny.
He's like, I will. I'm like,
Hello,
yeah, you're
Evan.
gonna get yourself arrested because you're just being stupid. He's gonna walk out. I'm like, all right, go do it, make it happen.
Does he believe in the black Jews thing?
He clearly hates the Jews. Clearly, that's
Oh,
right.
okay. Chat, we love Israel. Obviously, YouTube love Israel, so we all love Israel.
I just don't talk about it.
I know, right?
I mean, no one likes when I actually give my opinion on the whole situation. They're like, "What would you say that?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is why I don't give my opinion on it." I mean, Mizu knows what mine is, but
Is one of the Minecraft people I was talking about on Twitter puns? No, I've never heard of that person. Okay, so I made that tweet because Wilbur Soot, who plays Minecraft, and George Not Found, who is one of Dreams' friends, who also plays Minecraft, have both been outed recently for domestic abuse.
why am I not shocked?
And
I
I
thought they got outed for assaulting somebody.
was what, George?
Yeah, George got outed for like assaulting somebody, and then Dream
Was
was,
it a-
apparently covering it up.
Was it domestic assault or?
Sexual.
Oh my god.
I don't know how people use the bow. I can't use this thing.
Bows are for single targets. Which one are you using?
The base one. I'm just leveling them because I have them.
Fair enough.
There's a reason the best bow shoots 4 times.
Which one is that?
Cernos Prime.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The 2 best bows, one of them shoots 4 times, and the other one has an AoE explosion. Every other bow is just eh.
I will be honest, Stalker's bow is pretty good with its Incarnon. It turns it into like,
Yeah, and
A
that's
wave.
what's Incarnon.
yeah, I mean, that's later
Turns
down the
into a
line.
wave. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, it still does better than the base form. No,
The
but
problem with all bows is travel time.
yeah, but you can speed up the projectile speed.
Yeah. But then you're wasting like mod space.
I guess.
Can I just jump down there?
I mean, I understand making the hammer swing faster because if it hits so hard, make it hit harder. It
Oh
can hit-
no, actual like Fury, like melee move speed is just a flat DPS increase.
Yeah, because it's like the rule of if I hit you for 1,000 damage twice in a second versus 2,000 damage every 3 seconds, I'm doing more damage with twice a second.
Yeah, with arrows you can get draw speed so you can pull the bow back quicker, which is
Oh,
also a flat DPS.
that is the easiest Elite Weekly in the world. What the fuck?
No, sir, I remember it was when the boss throws his weapon down, he doubles his attack speed, but he's attacking for half the damage, but he's hitting you 3 times as often. That's definitely more damage increase. That's an old WoW theory that we used to do back when I raided.
Yeah. No, but Ryan, those are the 2 that I'm talking about. But yeah, I guess if Dream hid the... See, what's funny is Dream is not uncommon to hiding, like, sexual exploits of friends of his. Because, and this was I don't think this was actually substantiated, so this was just, like, thrown into the ether, and the court of public opinion decided it was true. Dream had another friend that he knew, actually IRL, that supposedly raped a girl. And he covered it up and then just like had the guy disappear from the internet. But the way that Dream tells it, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know who to believe because it's the internet and there really isn't substantial proof either way. What Dream claims is he actually never saw any proof of this, but in order to get the guy to like not be hounded for the rest of his life, he just kind of like got rid of him. But yeah, I don't know what it is. There's really only been 1 or 2 Minecraft YouTubers that haven't like gotten convicted for some sort of crime.
What do you mean? If you play, it's like the Smash community.
I'm gonna be honest, even if that is his story, I feel like that still makes him look bad.
I agree. It
Because
definitely
he's
makes him look
saying,
bad.
I don't believe my friend did it, but I still dumped him anyways just because of the optics.
No, I agree. I 100% agree. No, I was
It's one
like,
of those things where it's like, that's not helping your case very well.
no, it actually makes it look worse. It made me think about all of the YouTubers that played Minecraft that I knew that suddenly one day just disappeared, and then when I looked back at them, I was like, what happened to them? Oh, they're a predator, or they got arrested, or they committed a crime, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, do you guys remember the Oxcast?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, do you remember who Shin was?
No.
It's like Sijn. He played with this other guy and named Tips, I think. And
Strippin'?
huh?
Like stripping?
Yeah, they played with wasn't Strippin'. Although I do remember Strippin' was like Let Go too for something something
Yeah,
like
because he was
that.
originally part of them, but I remember he married Duger. And
He married Dodger.
Dodger did he really marry Dodger?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
got married. They have a
crazy.
kid. They have a kid and everything. They named their kid Clark.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah, they're
It was like 5 years ago.
That was a
Yeah.
lot longer than that, too. It's been a minute.
It happened.
Roger was the second best part of the co-optional podcast.
Total Biscuit being the best one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that wasn't my
Um,
competition. I mean, I like Jesse.
Oh, but anyway,
I don't.
Why don't you like him,
He's
Mizu?
funny, and that's about it.
Yeah, he's funny.
Who?
I
like
don't
him,
even
he's
really think he's funny. He just
I
kind of
think he's
screams
funny.
about fart and shit all the time, and I've never.
Here's
found that
my one
super
thing.
funny.
Here's my one thing about him, though. He's at least not a walking hypocrite, and I'm okay with that.
wait, who?
I mean,
I
if you
know.
read his Twitter, he basically is.
He's openly admitted it, though. He's openly admitted he's what he is, but not like he's not the one saying condemning every kind of like. He makes. I mean, I'm talking about his content. He makes a lot of the Gentleman's Club thing he made.
No, he's a hypocrite. Like he's a pretty bad one.
Being a hypocrite.
So what are we talking about?
Well, because here's the thing, right? And I hate to bring this up because I know everybody like says, "Oh, it's the past" or whatever. But him kicking the guy out of CoxCon for asking him if traps are gay.
Oh right, yeah.
Which is a joke he literally made on the co-optional podcast
No, I do
multiple
remember that.
times.
No, I do remember that.
And that's not the only one. He's really bad about like, oh, it's okay when I do this humor, but when you do this humor, it's offensive.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesse
I see.
Cox.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I actually.
What do we call them? Just rug pullers or ladder pullers?
Yeah, ladder pullers.
I actually unfollowed him from Twitter after COVID started.
I mean, I think a lot
really
of content
bad.
creators deserve to be unfollowed after that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you can have your beliefs. Okay, I will say this, and people can get upset at me for this, but I really don't give a shit. Content creators and people in Hollywood don't deserve to have political opinions because they influence a wide berth of people, and people listen to them. So they shouldn't be talking about health, politics, or things that influence people's lives. They should just shut up and act.
I agree with that.
Unless unless you're like me, where your entire thing is to be a moral fag, you really shouldn't be talking about those kinds of things on the internet because you influence people.
I would love to point out that he got more unhinged once TB died.
Oh, everyone did. No, that's just that's the everyone thing. I feel like Total Biscuit was like quite literally the or John Bain was quite literally the thing holding so many people morally together.
The only one I still watch from that era is Sinvicta.
Oh, really? See, he's the only one I do watch, mostly because I still enjoy his Let's Plays. I used to watch The Completionist, but for obvious reasons, I've stopped doing that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here's the thing with the
Usually doesn't.
completionist. You can still kind of like the completionist, but morally, he's a horrible person.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm willing to drop that.
Well, I think the most interesting one is probably Dodger, because if
I
you
stopped
watch
watching
like,
her.
What does she do now? She's
so
a
the
streamer.
thing is, she was never like really big into streaming necessarily. Like she
Yeah.
did it, but she
Well, made
she
money,
never.
yeah.
She's publicly like on record that she wasn't super into it. It wasn't her thing.
Yeah.
But you can even see like on the co-optional podcast, anytime one of them gets like heavily political into something, she just like bows out immediately, and she's
No,
like, yeah,
she's
no, I don't
always
want
done that. Yeah. Well, I
She's
think
like,
the
yeah,
thing
no,
is,
I'm not talking about this.
because she still does a podcast with what's it called, Jesse.
Yes.
Yeah, and Krendor is someone I still watch occasionally. He's fine.
I
Yeah.
could never stand him.
I like this is a machinima enough, so it's fine. It's a WoW thing. It's probably because of the WoW player.
That's fair.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Probably a lot of affinity I have with them is because I was a WoW player. Also, I share their same birthday as Jesse Cox. Just random fact.
That's right, you told me that yesterday.
Yeah, we had the same birthday.
That's cool.
It's just weird. He was like, yeah, interesting. It's probably because when I started watching them, because I think the first one I watched was TV, because like I used to listen on WoW Radio the first when I was really
I would love to hear TV's comments today, but
about stuff. I don't. Here's the thing about it, because even during the CoxCon thing, he wasn't entirely unsafe for that, because that was partly his. I'm not saying he was like a bad person for it, but
He was the one that asked the guy removed in the first place.
yeah, and that's like as much as like I love TV, like morally as for his gameplay stuff and everything he does, he still kind of sits in that territory.
oh yeah.
Which, like I said, I don't mind that because like I know people have their opinions, but it's like,
Mm.
and he caused PakoThePanda to become popular. That was quite literally the video that caused it.
Who?
PakoThePanda.
Oh, we were talking about him the other day, Mizu.
Yeah, because there's a correlation. Because he quite literally caused. That was the scene that caused him to become popular. That was his first viral video.
Yeah.
And I hate him because Sport Otaku sucks.
Do you hate him just because he tried to laugh about doxing Jim? Or do you hate him just because anybody that doxes in DMCA is just morally reprehensible, period?
If he had tried to dox anyone, I would have said the same thing.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't like doxing, and I've said it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
With like, I don't typically agree with other Jersh's opinion that it's just information. I genuinely don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be done. I don't care if information is technically public. You shouldn't release it.
I
The reason
think-
people go by name because not everyone wants to be known
And
by everyone in the world.
I brought up like what my other issue with it was, right? Where he tries to dance around and be like, I'm not doxing you. I just thought, you know, like it would be funny to like scare you with it. And I'm like, that makes it worse, bro.
No, I agree. So my whole thing is I don't like doxing, but the problem is people make it so easy that it's just like, bro, it's hard to sympathize with some people when they make it so easy to do. Which is why I
Yeah.
rail on I rail on VTubers all the time when they show parts of their life. I'm just like, bro, don't show your bra on Twitter. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I think that's what makes it worse with kind of the gym one as opposed to some other ones. Because, you know, like, in order to get his docs, they had to jump through like 8 billion hoops.
Yeah, because he probably was really secretive about it.
They had to basically like stalk anyone with a name remotely close to Jim everywhere for months until they like doxed him through his girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, like my big doxing thing. Like for the most part, I'm usually fine with some creators. I can let one or two things slide. There's certain things I can't let slide.
Right.
Like everybody, like I say this, everyone quite literally is a hypocrite by default. It's just built into us, to an extent. Not like it's the level of hypocrisy that bothers me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My usual thing is like nowadays, like if you spend your entire day like we'll talk about lowlies again because we're always gonna bring it up when I get a conversation with Mizu.
Mm-hmm.
If you spend your entire day bitching about it and then you go and like, oh, your entire likes is quite literally full of it. That is annoying because like when you're just completely doing it for everything, there's certain things just like I guess because like when Mizu mentioned the Jesse Cox thing, I've just never seen him advocate for removing like sexual content and jokes and stuff.
Especially when that was his brand.
It still is. It quite literally is. Never has.
I've always kind of been of the opinion though that it doesn't necessarily have to be advocating for removing it.
Well,
Because I think way too many people get away with this thing where they go, I think you are a disgusting, morally repugnant person if you do X. I'm not advocating you get removed
that's why I don't.
or
That's what I'm
harassed
screaming
for doing
at.
X. I just think
Don't
you're a
shouting my
disgusting
name.
human being for doing it.
I know what I'm saying.
And I'm like, that's not how that works.
Definitely doesn't make it look right.
It's a thing where you're like actively trying to encourage them to go after somebody, but in a way you can have plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Like we talked about the other day with the
With Turkey Tom.
no, with the gay artist thing,
Uh-huh.
where they're like, yeah, we had a cancel channel where we listed all the crimes of people we wanted canceled, but that doesn't mean we advocate for canceling people.
It's just like, that's not how that works. Oh my goodness. Derpy Dog, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. You're walking into quite a fun conversation. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Unfortunately, my raid button is broken, but thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
You had a raid button?
My raid function is broken, but welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Yuga 618, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Just doing weeklies in Warframe right now. Glad to see you here. Thank you, Derpy, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hydrate. You know, I'll take another one. Oh my goodness.
Sorry for torturing you new followers with our...
I mean, you stopped immediately, but... No, it's fine. No, it is totally fine. Oh my goodness. SLXZZXLS, thank you for the follow. Joe Flobbles, that's a fun name. I love the fun name, thank you. Baba Voss, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome everyone.
Did you get a follow? Did you get a raid? I wasn't looking.
I did get raided, yes.
Look at you, you got a raid.
I got raided. I got raids, chat.
You've been raided.
I've got the raids massively.
Sorry, I don't remember what my point was I was making earlier. I was distracted.
Well, we were talking about how the not directly saying that you want something to be destroyed, but saying I don't like you for it in a horrible way is not really much different.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
It's like when Turkey Tom said that about lollies, and he's like, I think you should die, but I also don't think it should be illegal, and it's just like, that's literally
it's pick one or the other at that point.
No, yeah, I think it's kind of weird. It's like it should be one or the other. It's kind of two-faced for you to just say it like that. You know what I mean? Raptor? No, this is the gator.
The gator.
The gaming gator, not the gaming gator.
I like this outfit. Makes me look for a raptor.
Makes it look like a snake is trying to eat you.
There's a snake in my boot.
I wanted to ask you because I didn't get to talk about it. How about those Helldiver leaks that we got?
Oh, the one about the new enemy race?
Well, also like what's gonna be in the new War Bond and the Illuminate. Leaks.
I am very okay. So one of my things that has always been fun to me is, and this is something that's always been exciting for me in Destiny, and Warframe has kind of taken over this, but like silly weapons that are just kind of weird. Destiny definitely did it when you got your hand on weird exotics. Warframe does it when, you know, you have a weapon that makes absolutely no sense, but it's also overpowered and stupidly funny. And then with Helldivers, the fact that they're bringing in a single load grenade launcher pistol is absolutely something I'm going to have on my...
Ironically, all the weapons that they're giving us are weird and wacky,
yes,
but could very well work in a futuristic military setting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm really excited for the new Helldivers War Bond, and I can't wait to mess around with it.
So I'm assuming whenever we complete like certain major mission objectives, we get a bunch of resources in that game.
Yes. So when there are major orders, when you complete them, you get a lot of medals.
That's why I got a bunch of medals when I logged in today.
Yes. There were 2 major missions that were completed, and the reward was bugged, but you should have gotten 90 total from that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Which spent up my war bonds majorly.
RP Quagsire? What happened to Quagsire? I'm assuming we're talking about a Pokemon here. Unless there's a YouTuber. Oh, are you talking about the Clodsire? No, he's on the pillow right now. He took up
I'm good.
He took up his house on the pillow. He gets to stay on the pillow for right now.
You know, looking at these models for the Illuminate, good lord, these are horrifying.
I'm excited for it. Maybe we need a horror enemy. I mean, the bugs are kind of scary, but this is gonna be even worse. In a great way.
Here's the thing. is I think it's 100 years between Helldivers 1 and 2.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a pretty large time gap. And we basically beat back every one of the enemy races to the point that they just kind of disappeared. We only started war with the bugs because they had oil that we could...
Quote unquote.
No, that's really wise. They had oil that we could exploit, and we wanted their oil.
But we only have to exploit them because we tried weaponizing the Illuminate's technology, which ran off of the Terminates.
What do you mean the bugs aren't scary? The robots are nightmare fuel? I mean, the robots are scary, but they're not that bad.
The robots are Korea. No, I mean, Nam. It's Nam all over again. The Nam flashbacks.
Oh, yeah. Depending on who you talk to, they give you PTSD.
So, considering what happened with the automatons, because apparently the cyborgs were enslaved by humanity, not like enslaved by another organization on their home planet. And someone actually pointed out that the automatons are actually progressing not towards Super Earth, but towards the cyborgs' home planet.
Yeah, that's
really?
what they really care about.
What is their home planet?
Cyberstan is what it's called.
Is that on the map?
It is.
Is it currently ours?
No, well, yes, it is currently ours.
Interesting. Hope you have a lovely night. Thank you, baby boss. I appreciate it.
So someone pointed that out. But the automatons are created by the cyborgs, as far as we are aware. And these Illuminate, as far as I can tell, do not look anywhere near what they looked like in the first game. Which makes me wonder if if this is like what we had in the first game was more like a scouting force, and now they're higher units.
Oh, so like the Vex?
Kind of like the Vex, or we beat them back hard enough they needed to evolve and change themselves to basically beat us back, because we won the first time.
Right.
Because these are nightmare fuel enemies.
Yeah, they do look pretty big and tough.
I'm very happy that every time someone says, you see videos or people trying to be like, guys, what is Super Earth's wrong? Everyone just goes full democracy.
Well, it's like, well, duh, Super Earth is wrong. If you look at the lore in the game, yeah, we're a bunch of assholes. Nobody cares about that, though.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game. It's just like, are we the bad guy? Yes. Stop asking. Play game.
Without roleplay elements, absolutely Super Earth is the bad guy.
Yeah, but that's why it's funny. I like being the bad guy.
I don't know. I think there's still a discussion to be had that's kind of the same one in Warhammer. Everyone's like, well, everybody knows the Imperium is the bad guys. Well, no, everyone's kind of shit.
Yeah, not everyone's shit.
I mean, like
there's no such thing as good when it comes to like war stuff like that.
A lot of people look at
aggressors,
Starship Troopers when it comes to Helldivers.
Yeah,
if you really want to look at it, it's more Warhammer, and just everyone is an asshole and shoot them all equally.
I mean, we do send in 20 guys for like 10,000 mobs per. We have infinite resources.
And there also is talk that Helldivers is going to start doing crossover armor.
Ooh.
One of them they suggested was Destiny, which wouldn't be surprising considering.
I don't think it's going to happen. Destiny's going to fall apart.
That one I think is already in the works, and they were.
But that would be cringe.
Another one is Warhammer. Again, it comes down to, I would say Sony, but Sony doesn't own Arrowhead. They own the IP. Although there is talks that Sony could actually end up buying Arrowhead.
Hopefully not. I would like it if they just didn't. Super Earth is clearly the bad guy, but it's fun to be the bad guy. I get, it's like one of those things where, yeah, do you know why the Illuminate is, like, pissed off at us?
No, why?
Because they were peaceful, and we decided, they've got weapons of mass destruction, let's kill them before they kill us, and so...
Despite they just had them to say, bite it, or beat it. Yeah,
they were, like, super peaceful and nice to us, and we were like, hey, you look scary, so we're gonna kill you, and it's just like...
what was the phrase? It was Roosevelt, where it was like, be quiet but carry a big stick. Like, we really don't want to kill you, but we will.
Well, it wasn't even that. It was just, we think you're gonna kill us, so we're just gonna do it first. And it's just like, you didn't need to do that. And so now they're pissed off at us. The bugs are literally resources, which I'm not as upset about bugs, because it's just like, oh, when you want resources...
Right, but we beat them back enough to where they weren't going to be a threat at all. And now...
And then we just got lazy.
We started a war with them to get oil from them. From their bodies.
Resources.
We farmed the Terminus for the E710, but they broke loose, yeah. And then with the cyborgs, it's or not cyborgs, with the automatons, it's literally just they're carrying on the tasks of the cyborgs.
Yeah.
That's it.
And ironically, if we let them get to their home planet, that could unlock a new enemy unit for them.
That would be interesting.
Or
America needs its oil. No, Super Earth needs its oil.
America is dead.
America is dead. It is just Super Earth.
I would say, oh no, like Biden's running Super Earth. But
No,
really,
no.
Super Earth couldn't function.
No. Super Earth is built on a No, it's probably not a dictatorship, but
It
Super
probably is a
America.
dictatorship.
Yeah,
maybe it is. I don't know. It's a dictatorship.
I wonder if we got any other leaks. Doesn't look like we got any other leaks.
There we go.
And there is the bug as to why mechs are just not great.
Oh yeah,
No,
Mizu.
it's the onion.
So all the times that my mech was blown up magically, it was because I turned too fast and fired a missile.
Oh my god, that happened to me today.
Yeah, so if
I was
you
wondering
turn
what killed
too
me.
fast, specifically to the right, not the left, the right, and you shoot a missile, the missile spawns inside the mech.
I see. I like to think it's a part
Yeah.
of the Super Earth design.
Black Knight 2024, thank you for the follow.
I mean,
Where
Welcome,
Super
welcome.
keeps our
That is
mech slightly broken, stuff
that
slightly
is
broken to
kind of
perpetuate the war in an
weird.
infinite war state.
with the mechs is like we have to mass produce them. How do we? We cut costs.
No, I mean that would make the most. Actually, that's why I never had an issue with it. It's like stupid. Plus, it makes hilarious moments of funniness.
I guess.
I'm
I just totally
bothered
fixed
by
it.
it more when
I
it
mean,
explodes at the
yeah.
very wrong moment.
But that's the best part of the game.
Fair.
I guess because I'm not playing to win.
That's fair. I mean, I play for the hilarity, but I also play to win. It's
No, I mean,
people-
like I'll do most of the things I need to do to win. What's this? Ooh, it's candy. But if I can make a funny, I don't really play the game outside of both streaming and friends. So if I can make a funny thing happen, I'm like, I'm gonna make the funny thing happen.
I did that the first time I got my mech. Believe it or not, my first
quick.
mech lasted a while.
No, I did a
really
whole bit where I stole 4 people's mechs in the same match.
Really? You just
I
like
stole everyone's mech.
you just like yeeted their
So
mechs.
what would happen is Yasha would pull her mech down, right? I just casually throw a grenade by her feet.
Oh, okay. Real quick. Sorry, off topic.
I go danger here, throw a grenade directly at her.
The Oscars is happening. I'm sure everyone.
I
knows
know,
the
but
Oscars
nobody
is happening.
cares. Listen, if you're watching this stream right now, you don't care about the Oscars,
But-
and neither do I.
I didn't even know the Oscar was happening.
Hayao Miyazaki,
She got a board, yeah.
the Boy and the Heron, has won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They are Hayao Miyazaki movies are quite literally the only anime movies that can actually ever win.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli.
It just why doesn't phase me, because it's like I know it's cool. I was talking to like my friend about it. I'm like, because it's either they're the only two things. It's either a Disney movie or they're nominated. There's nothing else.
To be
Never
fair,
nominated.
he was it's technically a Disney movie when he wins sometimes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Disney publishes. Well, no, not anymore. Disney doesn't publish them anymore.
Yeah, I know, but they used to.
They do used to, yeah. They don't anymore. Thank God.
Okay, I can officially make Dark Wings. That's not hard.
Right. The last time he won, he wasn't there because he was protesting. What I'm hearing is he protested America's invasion of Iraq.
Yeah. Hey,
He wasn't there this time either.
hey, where do I get neurodes?
Earth.
There was a good mission for him.
Earth and Deimos.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I need
I'll
a
get in a few
mission for him.
minutes. I need to make food.
All right.
Okay. I gotta farm some. For my wings.
For your wings?
Yeah, that's my next quest. I gotta finish that.
Okay.
So.
I forgot what it's like to have to farm stuff.
Shut up.
Yeah, well, it's one of no, wait, literally. Once you get once you're done farming for like a couple of frames, you
Kind of just
You
play
just
the
start
game.
hoarding stuff.
Yeah, it's like
You don't have to like try to gather stuff. You just passively gain it.
pretty
no,
much.
it's the MMO. It's just in general. Like this is the same thing that happened when I played Grand Blue. Like Grand Blue, my friend he took a break from it, and he's currently now experiencing trying to get everything. And I'm just like, oh, you don't just have like several thousands of these just on the fly. He's like, no. I'm like, this is what it was like back then. Now I'm like so far in the game, like a new thing comes out, unless it's like a very specific item, the small stuff doesn't need to be farmed.
Yeah.
You just have it because you're just doing your dailies every so often, and you'll have it.
Yeah.
It's the same as WoW. It's the same as every other game. It starts off like annoying, but once you start just grinding, even PSO2 was like, I need money at first, and I started grinding money, and I'm like, oh, and I started passively doing it. And I kind of forgot about why I was doing it in the first place, and I came back. I'm like, oh, I'm just rich.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to this, once you get a couple of frames down, the only time you're gonna need yourself to grind for things is for niche obscure weapons. Because like the last time I really grinded for something was when I needed 40,000 cryotic for one weapon.
Yeah.
Fun
I
fact.
think that's something to point out, by the way. Cryotic is something that when you need it, you will not have it because it only comes from one specific mission type that nobody really does all that much.
Except for cryotics.
Yeah, unless you're going for cryotic, most of the time you're not doing it.
Well, do you know how to get it, Roy? Cryotic?
No.
Okay,
No.
so cryotic comes from excavation. And excavation is a mission where you have to put the drills in the ground. You get 100 cryotic for every successful excavation.
And no one actually wants to do it.
Because it takes a long time.
It's boring. It's like it's a defense mission with extra steps.
Pretty much, yes.
And there's a reason why a lot of times the only time you actually catch people doing it is when there's a specific alert for it that is like across every player.
So everyone just spams it just because they know they need to do it,
Yeah.
and they've been putting it off.
Yeah, the last...
A lot of times people just wait till they get frost and they'll farm cryotic solo.
Okay,
Typically
so
on like a
question.
lower level so they can just power through it.
So you said on Earth, but where specifically should I? What mission should I do?
Do
Any
survival. Is there
I
survival
don't-
on Earth?
There
I
should
don't
be.
think there is. I think
I
it's...
think there's like one survival.
I know, I think it's all defense.
Exterminate.
That's no fun.
Sleepy? No, I'm not
Excavation.
sleepy. I'm... In fact, I am so well rested because I actually slept until 8:30 today. It's crazy. I've never slept until 8:30 on a work day.
Basically, I'm making my archwing.
Yes.
And I don't. know
Now,
where
I
to.
should point out, you're only making the Archwing for missions. If you want it in open worlds, there is an entirely different recipe you need. And it
I'm not
sucks.
even. I see.
Earth doesn't have survival? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just defense missions.
So okay, what are these things called then? Then I guess I shouldn't farm them on Earth. I should farm them somewhere else.
You can also get them from doing missions on Deimos.
So they're called the I forgot already.
I'll tell you what, if you give me a moment, I can Google. Because I used to know all the areas, but I don't remember them anymore.
There is out there. Yes, there's Earth, Lua, Eris, and Deimos. I guess I can. There's a survival. I'm assuming on Deimos.
I think so. Either Deimos or Deimos has a defense. It's either that or defense, because you don't get you can get them from enemies as well. They don't just come from sources on the planet.
There's mobile defense.
Man, whoever
God, I
is
forgot what it's like to die all the time.
Exterminate.
whoever is the
What?
party lead is having horrible ping.
Mizu, what are you playing?
Remnant 2.
Oh, you get the itch.
That's right.
Yeah,
You told me you wanted to play Remnant.
I do. It's really good.
I know the first one was super fun. I had to maybe when I start working and I'm off on the regular in the evening. So I don't have to work till 8. That means I don't have to go to bed till like midnight.
When you're
or
on
a
your
little bit
off
later.
times.
Yeah. I'm not-
Only one particular thing I don't like in Remnant 2, and it's There's one particular item that is so autistic to pick it up. I just hate it.
Really? Oh, Mizu, did you see the little fan art that Ari drew for the Yippee?
No, I did not. I'll have to look at it.
I'll have to post it because I showed the Yippee to Ari, and Ari, he is such a bean. This is why I love him. Just like randomly, I'll show him cute things other artists drew, and he's like, "I love that. I want to draw that," and then he draws fan art. It's adorable.
I've learned that there's probably I would be a menace if I was like had been drawing for years and kept practicing.
I would see, because here's the thing, I have some talent to drawing, and I know that if I drew every day like PewDiePie said, I would be probably really good at it. The problem is, I have so many other priorities.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, here. So I would love to whine about this one particular item real quick.
Okay.
That I can do without spoilers. So something that Remnant 2 does that Remnant 1 didn't necessarily do was that most bosses now have 2 forms that you can fight that are generally one form is like very heavily story related. Except really like the quote-unquote first boss, which you can just choose which one you want to fight, and I guess it's to expose you to the idea that there are 2 forms to bosses. So before you get to him, you can find a ribbon. So, for those of you who don't know, Remnant is like semi-procedurally generated. Yeah, so you won't always encounter the same bosses and the same item spawns on every run. So first off, you have to get a spawn that has the ribbon. You then have to take the ribbon and find the statue that you have to tie it to. The statue will always spawn with the ribbon, so that's not necessarily a problem, but you do have to get the ribbon statue spawn. Then you have to go kill the boss. Depending on which boss you kill, it will turn into either a gold or a silver ribbon. So by default, you have to kill the boss at least twice to get both ribbons. Except that's not true, because then you have to craft the ribbon into a combined item, which it does not combine both ribbons' effects together. It does something completely different.
Yeah.
Entirely.
So you want all 3.
Yeah, so you want all 3. So bare minimum, in order to get like all the items for this ribbon, you have to get lucky and get the ribbon spawn 4 times in a row. And you have to beat each final boss, each form of the final boss twice each.
Sounds like a Binding of Isaac levels of RNG.
Yes. Which, if you get lucky and you get like the exact spawns you need every time, which I can't stress enough that finding the fucking statue to wrap this ribbon on is the most annoying thing ever. Because the statue doesn't spawn in the same place if you get the statue. It's a cell that can spawn anywhere within the labyrinth. It's
That's
like,
headache.
I hate the ribbon.
Well, the Archon hunt this week is gonna be easy. Remember when
What is
Warframe
it?
was simple? Oh, Warframe is still simple. It's just less simple than it probably used to be. You don't have the Archon hunt unlocked yet, but it's basically a super hard boss.
But
Oh,
they,
and it's just like this. So sometimes they're old and easy.
they also made like a couple mistakes with this one that some people have kind of like called them out on that they've not really paid attention to.
It ain't. Listen, Warframe is simple once you understand all of the new things that they've added that are complicated.
I mean, that's a lot of games. I'm really enjoying the hammer mag pull-in combo.
Yeah.
I swing big hammer.
Oh, is it Cascade or Armageddon? I think it's Armageddon that I want to do. I think it's this one. I think this is the one where you have to do fucking tower defense. I hope so. Yes, it is. Thank God.
I also really hate the alternate form of the second boss. Getting to it's a pain in the ass.
I love the reliquary drive. Story spoilers, but I love the reliquary drive.
Is that really story spoilers? 'Cause
If you
people
look
don't
at what the
really know
relic,
that means.
well, if you know what it looks like, yes, it is.
Yeah, but at that point you already have it, sort of.
Fair enough. My Warframe looks like a Christmas ornament with all the lights. Thank you very much. He's just as speedy as one as well. He makes a nice cracking noise when he hits something. But he himself does not break. Killed 2 Void Angels. Well, I think we can do that.
I had a bunch of people follow the Twitter today.
How many?
Like 7.
Hey. Akko always spoils. I do not. I do a pretty good job at not spoiling things.
I've been playing a lot of Relink though recently.
Infinite ammo. It only makes sense. Never. Absolutely not. I mean, this area is kind of a spoiler, but you won't really understand why.
I'm not even looking at it.
There we go. Fair. See, chat, I'm just fine. You're judging me for no reason.
Mostly because I'm trying to snipe down these really big enemies and they are causing me headaches.
Defend the
Yeah,
A exo damper.
I brought a bad weapon.
Did you see the viral tweet of the Helldivers 2 isn't satire in quotes?
I
no.
think I know what you're talking. Where a person was saying that like, they're afraid how people are taking it so seriously.
Oh, there's a Kotaku article, right?
No.
Yes, there was a. Well, I think there was an article. Yeah.
It's just a tweet with a TikTok that says Helldivers 2 isn't satire in quotes. And it's making fun of people that think it isn't like a satire of fascism.
Wait, where is it? Oh, this is A. I need to go to B.
And it's like, this always annoys me. I don't think people understand you can use like a political system as like a backdrop without it being like an express criticism or satire of that political system.
No, wait, are we going?
Mizu, that's not how that works. It can only be one or the other.
Oh, we need to protect A now. Okay.
And everybody's trying to justify it with a fake quote from the guy who made the Starship Troopers movie.
Which isn't even
Which-
related.
Yeah, well, to people are pointing out that A, the quote's fake. B, that guy literally read one chapter of the book and fucked the whole thing up.
Oh, fair. I never read the original Starship Troopers book.
I
Fun
haven't
fact,
either.
In the original book, the bugs aren't bugs, they're actually like an advanced alien species that is technologically like savvy.
So what
That
you're
is
saying
terrifying.
It's also not like a criticism of democracy or whatever. Like, it's actually pretty straightforward that it thinks it's pretty based.
Haven't
Yeah.
played Helldiver yet, but is it actually a satire of fascism? I don't really feel like it's a satire of fascism. I feel like it's more of a satire of just like the culture around going around and killing shit, defending. I feel like it's. I mean, does it really have to be like a satire of anything?
I don't think it was trying to be, because even the first one wasn't like that. It was like
Well,
overly.
here's the thing, and somebody brought this up, and I have to agree with it. I feel like satire requires purpose. I feel like you can't accidentally satirize something, because satirization requires you trying to
Intent.
make a statement.
It's a tip.
Like, yeah, you can technically make fun of something that if somebody else had done it, it might be considered satire. But for you, you were just making fun of something that you thought was funny. You didn't necessarily have a message or intent behind why you did it.
I don't know. I just feel like, can't they make a good game? That's my question. Is can't they make a good game that doesn't have to have a meaning behind it?
Yes, but people are. lovely people on the internet don't understand that.
And the people that like act like a fucking idiots. Just being like, oh my gosh, people are joking about the super Earth thing, and it's just like, okay, are you worried that they're gonna tell Joe Biden to create a one world order and force us all into space to go fight bugs? Is that your worry, that we're gonna go find space bugs?
I want to fight space bugs.
Do you not want to go find space bugs, Kotaku? Because I do.
Nobody likes Kotaku.
Well,
Kotaku's gonna
what
die
you call it.
eventually. Listen, Kotaku is
I'm
going to
surprised
die.
They haven't gone under already.
Yeah, they're definitely going negative.
It's a
Listen,
roach.
listen.
Use.
I think that it is eventual, because Vice is already filed for bankruptcy. Their website is gone. Kotaku is basically a ghost of what it normally was. So it's going to go away, and there's no way they can stop it. No good games allowed.
Okay, please tell me I got 2 of what I needed. I don't think I did. I don't think I got any of them. I didn't get any of them.
So what you can do is, when you look up the item, you can look at the comments, and usually people in the comments will tell you the good spots where they can grind for it.
Oh, so I go to the R-wing thing, right? Then look at the where's it Orton? So I look at, how do I look at the item? So how do I look up the item?
What are you looking for?
Neroids, so.
Just look up Neroids, Warframe, pull up the wiki page,
Oh, okay.
go to the comments of the wiki page.
Okay. I wasn't on the wiki.
Yeah, go to the wiki page. Just be careful to look at I feel like it would tell you if there was extreme story spoilers, but
I don't care that much. I have a rule of stories. If a spoiler will ruin said story, it wasn't a good story in the first place.
fair enough.
Or if it ruins X thing, like I remember, and this kind of thought pattern came around when Undertale was like first out. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a spoiler! It's a spoiler!" Like, what? It's advertised on the main page. And someone said to me, "It's yeah, it's a game you can theoretically not kill anybody in." And they said, "That's a spoiler." I'm like, that's literally how the game is advertised.
Yeah, that's
And
not a spoiler.
I had that game spoiled for me, and there's not a single spoiler in that game that would actually ruin the game for me.
You know,
That could ruin that game. The community ruined that game for me. Not even the cringe part.
Warframe Gaming. Yes, Warframe Gaming. Welcome, Rella _ fella.
Okay.
That's a fun name. Chat, you know what?
Farming locations.
You know what I like? I like fun names. If you have a fun name, I can't give you anything, obviously, because I'm poor, but I will say that you have a fun name. I don't know if YouTube or Twitch let me give people little hats. That's one thing that I wish you could do, is like give somebody a hat for having for just any reason as a reward to a chat person.
I didn't think about this till some cosplay of it popped up on my screen. But there's gonna be some real sus cosplay at Anime Expo this year because of the gushing over magical girls.
Oh yeah, I saw a
excited for
girl.
this.
I saw a girl that did the main character. I still need to see that anime because I haven't seen it yet.
There's gonna be a lot of girls doing the main character.
I bet. Your stream is enough as I am mind-numbingly grinding for Paragon mods. Paragon mods. You mean Parazon
also-
mods?
Oh, also fun fact. GBF finally did it. They finally gave us a like monthly payment thing.
Who?
Grambley finally gave us a little monthly like a like some gacha games have like, oh, every month you
Oh, like the Welkin Moon in Genshin.
Yeah, they finally did it. They finally gave us one. It pretty much gives you a double cast of all the raids in the game, which is super good because some of those raids drop gold bars.
Yeah.
And gold bars are like a really big heavy resource system you need.
Uh-huh.
That you can only run these usually once a day. You get like better drop rates for if you use your stuff. Which it's a lot of the stuff is you have to still play the game a lot to even be able to use it properly.
Mm-hmm.
And they I think they give experience bonuses. Basically, they're called the journey drops. You get them by just farming and using your potions and stuff, like the AP system,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically an infinite amount if you're like a reasonable grinder. And you get a bunch of those based on how much you grind every month or a day.
Mm-hmm.
And basically what happens is they've improved versions of those exclusively for that premium pass. It's like $10 a month, and I'm like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I bought it. And I think it was pretty good. Always doing work though. Boar blueprint.
Oh, now you can make the boar.
The other shotgun.
One or the other, yeah.
Yeah, I finished max out the shotgun. I only switched to bow because I was like, ugh. I won't actually be leveling things.
Let's see. Boar is the one that's the fully automatic shotgun.
Yeah, now I can make it.
Looks like it has a giant pie in the center.
Yeah.
My assignment is overdue. No. Cephalon mommy, no. And there's the Void Angel. Excuse me.
Be excused.
My new shift at work is not so bad. I was talking about it with a coworker. He's like, "Yeah, it doesn't really feel like we're working 2 hours later than normal." I was like, "Not really, no, but it still sucks. It still sucks a lot."
So you start 2 hours earlier, or?
No, we start 2 hours later now.
Oh, that's fun.
Instead of starting at 9, we start at 10:45. It's like whatever.
Okay.
But it's still pretty painful.
I got none in this mission. Do missions tend to not drop things we need?
Well, it's just random. That's why you gotta do, it's why for items like that, you kind of just have to do a lot and just hope you get it, what you're looking for.
I see.
Like with Neurodes, I'll tell you what, when I'm done with my, I'm done with my current thing, I can take you through an area.
No, I found the missions to farm it. Just gotta keep doing it. And also, I was probably about to go to bed here in a minute. I'm a little eepy. I do have to go do a drug test in the morning.
Oh, fair enough. You gotta go piss in a bottle.
I mean, it's not like I'm worried about
It's
it.
hard work.
I know, it's so hard. But I want to get done earlier than later. Now I can go visit my mom for the rest of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the room opened up.
What are we doing tonight? Weeklies. That's about it. Chat, while we're taking this like slight downtime, don't forget you can buy a sticker on the Etsy store, because in the off chance that mom needs to get a new tooth, those stickers will help.
I just walked into the room, the bowels of the ship room, and I sat in the chair.
Oh?
It just stuck me in the that's it.
Oh yeah, so you can get infected by another Warframe, and you can only sit in there when that happens.
I don't get it.
So, one of the Warframes can give you an infection on the side of your face. And you don't see it unless you let it grow out.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah,
And so what happens when you let it grow out?
nothing.
You
It
just go to
used-
that ship and do it.
Yeah, it used to be if you didn't take care of it, your Warframe would die.
That seems miserable.
Apparently, that's what I was told.
The ship is so dingy.
But now, well, actually, there is one thing you can do with it. You can get a special variant of the dog with it, but that requires you to have it, and then you want to have a dog incubating, basically. And you're basically supposed to be like, oh, I want to take this spore and incubate it. Basically, it's
I see.
kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was
I
in,
hate the bow.
I was in a game with someone called Neil DeGun Tyson. That's funny. Hello, Exoday. Welcome. Welcome. The story will explain why later, yes. Basically, any answer to things is the story will tell you. How are we doing? I'm okay. How are you two
Sleepy.
doing?
Eepy.
You're sleepy.
I'm eepy.
Mm-hmm. Mizu, what about you?
About me.
How are you doing?
I live
You live.
mostly.
Yeah. Alright, chat
Okay.
here. Let me
I've got it. Oh, sorry.
let me show you chat again. The art that Ari did. The little autism yippee. That
Oh, the Yippee?
yeah, Ari drew a little fan art of the yippee.
I thought you meant it was something else.
No.
I've seen the Yippee.
The fan art of the yippee, which I think is really adorable. Like, not only did he draw the yippee, but he drew a little Ari. So Ari has been doing this thing now with all of his art. I'm gonna have to tell Lumi that she's gonna have to look out for this, but
Oh yeah, I'm excited to look out for when I get to see the new one.
but Ari likes to put little marks. So he just started doing this with some of my new art, where what he'll do is he'll put a little Ari Easter egg in there, or he puts his mascot somewhere randomly. Sometimes it's easy to find, sometimes not. Oh, what was the most recent one that he did for me? Oh, it was the Akko Gauss. Let me pull that one up.
What was he did two for me recently. What I know, yeah.
I think one of
that
them was
one's on
spicy.
Yeah, I see the one on the spicy one. Where's the
Random-
other one?
Okay.
Random side point about art. I VG'd that person that Lumi recommended to us the other day,
Yeah.
and they still have not replied back.
Oh my goodness.
Would you repay them or no?
I'm here. Welcome, LT.
No, you have to request first.
Yeah.
They
So,
have not accepted it.
so chat. I want you to tell me, chat, if you can see the little Easter egg. So well, I'll pull this up again. Chat. You're looking for a little. You're looking for a little Ari
I
cat
see
boy. Oh, you see it? Where is it?
It's,
Oh, I
in,
see it.
it's in
I see
between
it.
your titty.
Exactly. Yeah, it's right down here. It's awesome. I love it. He's been very creative about it, and it's amazing. I said that it was a great little thing to start doing. So I'm
Follow in the
happy.
footsteps of one of the greats, Stone Toss.
Oh, does Stone Toss do that too?
Stone Toss includes Among Us's in his shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, my friend Gabby does that. So whenever we get like a commission, she puts and hides the memes in them.
Mm-hmm.
For the two commissions I got from Ari, he has one hugging one of the thighs, and the other one he has one just on the pillow.
That's right. Because Temp doesn't get it.
Okay.
And I
I'm
do
gonna
this
go to
too.
bed,
Temp
though.
gets not safe for work stuff for his stuff, and one
Because
of
I
yours.
don't care.
Yeah, because you don't care, and that's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna wish you all good night. I'm gonna go to bed now. Goodbye.
Alright.
Good night.
You have a good night.
Bye.
I can
So I returned with food.
Nice.
We got Greek turkey clubs yesterday and curry ramen. And I finally warmed it up today. So the sandwich is to be dunked in the curry ramen. I'm sure people from either culture are screaming in terror right now.
Yeah, you like to be totally American and eat weird random things together.
But they're good.
Yeah. How do I feel about the Mexican Helldivers? They're perfect, and people
They're
that
good.
complain don't know how to just like, they don't understand. People want more HP. No, just fix the minor bugs with them. Don't change anything else.
If I could ask for any buff, not even fixing a bug, just for a buff, just tune the armor by like a smidge. Like if you aim at your feet in the mech and you blow yourself up, that's your own fault. You should explode.
I've done that quite a few times by accident.
But I shouldn't be one shot by a basic like missile enemy from long ranges. From like the automatons, because those things one shot you no matter what.
I recently got my new core for my 3rd Kuva Lich. Congrats. I haven't built one yet, but Kuva new core is apparently pretty damn good.
God, I'm so excited to see. I'm excited to see what Ari does.
You're enjoying that sandwich though.
I am, it's good.
I can hear you enjoy it. No, I can't wait to see the little Ari thing too.
For what he does for us.
Yes. Eventually I need to get something for Mizu. Or Mizu just need, because I know that Ari's expensive, but I want to see Ari draw. Because here's the thing, Ari has drawn men before, but he hasn't drawn a lot. So I want him to draw Mizu.
It's funny. Ari wasn't great with like art what we were wanting when we first started commissioning him, and now he's just embraced it.
No, yeah, Ari is like, I remember when you were like, I don't know about this Ari guy. He draws necks really high.
And back then he did.
It was kind of funny. I was like, no, just keep investing. Invest in the Ari token, and you'll enjoy it. And I think you've been pleasantly surprised with just how good he's been. Oh, excuse me. Oops.
No, I will take full credit for helping Ari improve.
A couple people, I would say. They gotta be tanky against a rocket, I guess.
Yeah, well, I would say like two. If a mech took 2 rockets, no, 2 enemy rockets, like, because you have the rocket destroyer automatons.
Yeah.
And they're awful.
Yeah,
Again,
it kind of sucks.
Point blank with a rocket, no matter what, it should just destroy it. But even being clipped by a rocket, or like a rocket exploding on the rock behind you, will still destroy a mech.
Yeah.
There needs to be a little tuning there. No damage tuning. Just like,
oh no more damage.
Armor value tuning.
People that say that it needs more damage, no. Because like at that point it'll be overpowered. I understand they are making it OP. And that's the thing, is you don't really need it. It's like a necromech. Necromechs are pretty good, but you don't need them to be too good. Because then you rely on them for everything. I can't wait for the American politics to update Warframe. Wait, what do you mean?
God damn it.
American politics aren't gonna change this game. At least as far as I know. Who do I gotta go stand outside of their house and tell them that they suck?
Apparently, they might be changing Steinax's deluxe skin nipple tassels. I don't know.
Wait, really? When did they say that?
People will riot.
Well, no,
They
they're not- I
can't
don't
do
think
that.
they're-
Rebecca will riot personally.
No, what I'm hearing is that they're not going to change, like remove them, but they might make them an accessory.
Oh no,
Kinda
they've
like
always
witches.
that was the thing, is they were gonna be a toggle.
They weren't going to be originally. They're actually discussing that now.
Okay, you're gonna have to share a link, because I remember in a dev stream they talked about, oh, this is gonna be a toggle for you guys if you want it or not.
I think that was the same dev stream.
Yeah, you're
Maybe
gonna
I
have
was
to
doing
send,
wrong.
because I'm pretty sure I listened to it and they're like, yeah, this will be a toggle for you guys.
Because I was watching shorts while I was making dinner, and one of the shorts came up was Popsker talking about that.
Uh-huh. You know what's funny? And I don't necessarily hate the guy. I think he's on that grind. I honestly feel bad for the grind he's in, because Pupsker literally has to live and breathe every single second of the day making content for Warframe. I don't know how he does it. Like, I try and make videos, and that's kind of hard for me. They said they'd make
Kind of
them
annoying on
auxiliary.
Twitter.
Huh?
He's kind of annoying on Twitter.
He is very annoying on Twitter. I think he needs to stop being annoying on Twitter. And he's doing that purely for the clout points, but
Yeah.
Oh, he's interaction baiting for sure.
oh, he is 110% interaction baiting. But what's funny is, and I don't think this is all content creators in the Warframe sphere, but I've talked to some, with the limited time I talked to a few content creators in the Warframe sphere, they don't really like him because he's just kind of like the clickbait guy, and it's just like, I'll be honest with you, I don't hate him really that much for it. You know, if it works, it works. But I honestly don't hate the guy. I don't understand how he does it. I feel kind of bad because, like, I would not want to do that. Just live, eat, and breathe Warframe every second of the day. Like, the fact that he streams 12 hours a day most days playing Warframe, and then he wants to play Fortnite, and nobody wants to watch him play Fortnite, and that's kind of sad. But, you know, he does his thing, and he just, I don't know.
I'm not saying Fortnite's a bad streamer game, because it's a really good one.
Well, the problem is that's not what his audience is there for.
Exactly. Hell, I found him because of Warframe.
No, yeah, the Warframe is what he's known for. If he does anything else, it's not gonna work out for him. And I think he understands that. At least I would hope he does.
And then he's been
Oscar,
doing
if you
hell
ever
that
see this, you're a cool person. And again, I think he knows that. I mean, like, that's, I just feel bad for the guy, because, he does one thing so consistently. Like, I would hate Warframe if I did it as consistently as he does.
Oh yeah. I mean, he says, like, he's at a point of the game where, like, he has nothing going on. A great example of someone who's made it their job, but doesn't have everything done and just kind of is chill with it, is Mr. Happy.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, 14 is his big thing. But even recently, in, like, his, like, I'm doing stuff before Dawn Trail, he's been working on the relic... on the relic weapons for, like, past expansions. He didn't get them done yet. It's just, there's so much content and stuff like Warframe and 14 that a normal, typical person, even a normal, typical streamer wouldn't get it done. Meanwhile, Pupsker, as far as I'm aware, has everything done.
I think he's Legendary 4.
Yeah, so...
If you hit Legendary 4, you have every weapon, every node done. I can't. Like that is eventually my goal, but I'm like...
But there comes a point when it's too much.
I'm very chill about it. Sorry, Mizu, did I interrupt you?
What would you be interrupting?
I don't know, I thought I heard you start talking, and... If not, never mind. Ignore me.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh no, she's hot.
What?
Sorry, there's a new banner for Genshin and she's hot.
Oh, who?
Chiori?
Never heard of her.
She's new. Her title is the Thundering Seamstress. Here.
Is she a 5-star?
Is...
She is a 5-star here. I'm sending it to
Oh
both.
man.
She's average.
Yeah.
Mid.
I mean, she doesn't have the big titties, and that is a disappointment because big titties are good.
I do like how when it came to Genshin, titties only got bigger as time went on.
Meanwhile, Star Rail just out the door, titty.
I think part of it was censorship and the laxness of it.
Also, I'm gonna admit, Star Rail players, a lot of them came from Impact, and Impact players know what, like, MiHoYo or Hoyoverse knows what their Honkai Impact audience is, which is literally sexy and titty.
Sex sells in Honkai Impact. You didn't go there for the crazy monsters.
They didn't do that in Star Rail.
You went there for the raging lesbians.
Really? I mean, the community has just shipped like Himiko and Kafka so hard.
But they're not even. They haven't even met, have they?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
They knew of each other even before the story.
Fair enough. See, I don't play the story because I don't.
I honestly, if you could withstand
Stop.
that urge
No.
to spend money,
No,
you'd
no,
like
no.
the story.
No, I don't withstand the urge. That's the problem.
Speaking of story,
I have teeth that needs more money than that game.
Well, there you go. There's what you do. Whenever you get tempted to spend money, you say, "But teeth."
No, this, like, you don't understand. I just need to not do it. Period.
On the note of story, your favorite character is Broly? What?
Yeah. What's
I'm
wrong
not
with
saying
that?
he's a bad character. He's not. But you haven't seen any of his movies.
No, I have not.
We need to fix this.
I'm gonna restart conduits now. Way too many conduits.
Well, see, because I will say I made that post.
No, I know.
And
I figured.
I was under the impression that LuminousCove at least had like a passing knowledge of Dragon Ball when I asked them, and both of them immediately fired back of like, I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
What the
when
fuck
I
do you
saw the
mean you don't
post-
know anything about
I
Dragon
know-
When
Oh.
I saw the post and Akko had Broly, I knew immediately that Akko was just going, but muscles. That is it.
No.
Not even that. They went butt Vic Mignogna.
Also fair. Also fair.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about the show. I don't hate it. I just don't know anything about it.
Well, we should watch them. His two big movies are like an hour and a half each.
I figured is just
And like, you don't need any passing knowledge to understand them. 'Cause it's just like,
that's good.
so. I mean, it helps you if you watch the rest series, but it's not like you need to know it. It's like, oh,
Hello,
Stayers.
Wild Wolf. Welcome.
transformations. That's about it. I have Broly if you want to watch it. The second Mizuho Super movie. I gotta get his original movie. Dragon Ball is a series of short kings. I mean, there is Vegeta. Vegeta has had one hell of a redemption arc. Oh man.
Where the short kings be kinging, or excuse me, winning.
Krillin did kind of.
What's new
fall
on
off of
Warframe? Not much right now. We're just doing weeklies. This month they will have a new update. It's just
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a
a tame
while.
update.
Huh?
I mean, it's gonna have a new Warframe. It's gonna have new stuff.
It's
but
gonna have a new
not gonna
Warframe.
be-
It's gonna have a new node. It's gonna have one new end game. It's gonna be a pretty big update, and there's gonna be some changes
Wait,
too.
a new node. What do you mean by that?
There's gonna be a new node on the map for you to do in the
Oh.
sanctuary, not the sanctuary, in the sanctum.
Okay. In the laboratory?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I did the wrong thing. I did.
I love how everyone's thinking, oh my god, Toriyama passed away, Dragon Ball's over, and it's like, no.
No.
It'd be like saying if Miyamoto passed away, Mario's done. No.
No, well, here's the thing. It's not done, but it will never be the same, is what I think people are thinking.
It will never be the same again.
Because
Now-
Toriyama's not the one doing it.
Now, I will admit, Toriyama does have a lot of people very close to him that he basically kind of trained.
I believe it. I believe he trained, excuse me, somebody.
So the problem is, so there's a lot of theories saying that the ownership of Dragon Ball goes to his son Sasuke Toriyama.
I'm pretty sure I already read that his son took over.
But there's a lot of misinformation because a lot of the people reporting on this stuff don't know jack. They report on it because it has the name Dragon Ball on it, and that is it.
It's not that one high school manga anime that just ended when the guy behind it died. Yeah. Although I feel like it's gonna be the good ending of like a Ruby, because like Ruby continued after Monty died when it shouldn't have. Dragon Ball will continue after after Toriyama died, and it's fine because I don't think he would have just left it. I'm pretty sure he would have returned from heaven with a blunt in his hand, smacking whoever works on it if they disgraced it. Did you see that picture that he said? So Toriyama drew this awesome little picture of like what his favorite, like what his paradise is. Did you ever see that?
Maybe. I don't
Okay,
know.
so Toriyama's vision of paradise is him in a chair, listening to some good music with a cig and a beer, reading a porno.
Yeah, Toriyama was a perv.
That's okay because like he's a dude. He liked his mags.
People use his passing to get mad at him over drawing Bulma naked when she was young.
Oh well, it's a cartoon, bro. It's not like there's a real Bulma. Like, if there's a girl named Bulma in the world, I'm sorry. Like, it's fine in a comic, just not IRL. It's like when you name somebody Cthulhu Allspark. Like, you don't let the internet name your kids.
Don't let idiots name your kids.
Exactly. No, but it's just like,
I mean, there
who
are plenty of girls
cares?
named like Zelda.
Well,
Even
Zelda's
Robin
actually a
Williams' daughter is
name.
named
That's
Zelda.
That's a real name. It's like it's a German name, but it's a real name.
Look, even names in Dragon Ball, they're all real names.
Yeah, but it's probably different. Oh, I've actually never been on this scene before.
We don't know who's taking over. They haven't talked about it. We know that his son basically gained ownership, but that's
Yes.
about it. We don't know who's going to be in charge of running it. If, like, one of Toriyama's close right-hand people is taking over, like, the series, or if his son is going to step up to the plate and...
I guess we'll wait and see.
Now, his son isn't a writer. Now, be worried about that if he takes over.
I think his son is smart enough.
But I don't really like talking. Like, I like talking about it, but I don't like speculating on things and saying, oh, this and this, when I really don't know.
Well, yes, you do. You love speculating on things.
But
Not things that
I
you just
hate
aren't.
speculating on things. Man who speculates about everything.
Well, yeah,
it's
Temp, you
different
speculate about
between
Destiny all the
speculating on a
time.
story versus like real events.
You're stretching that one there.
I disagree. You will speculate on real world things all the time. Does it just have to be when it involves a dead person that you really don't want to speculate how the affairs will go?
No, the problem with this is a lot of the media, when they talk about specifically Dragon Ball, I don't know if this is the case for other things, really lie out through their teeth and will spread copious amounts of misinformation. And I don't want to be the person that says something that sounds true when it's not, and you base that off my speculation.
I see. So it's just
Like, if
because
I'm
it's
gonna
Dragon Ball that you
I'd
don't
rather
want to speculate.
with like bits of real information.
So it's just because it's Dragon Ball then.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
And like, I'm down to speculate on the story. But until they say otherwise, because Japan likes to overhype things anyway.
Well, it's Japan. Japan loves to go all out there. That's why people want to live there so damn bad.
See, I'd like to visit. I never will. Ever.
Why not?
Because I'm not getting a real ID.
You don't? Well, you're gonna have to get a real ID when you get your ID.
No, I don't. Real IDs are optional, especially right now.
Not where you
They're gonna make
live.
them-
I don't know what trick your dad's gonna do to keep you from getting one, but oh, good luck. Oh dear, I think I scared him.
No, I'm eating.
Ah, fair enough.
I mean, most places now you don't necessarily have to have a real ID. It just makes
You have to have a real ID
easier.
to travel. Like on planes and trains.
Yeah.
And stuff. I don't know about trains.
What I want to know is, if I have a real ID, why can't I just use that as a passport? Because it's basically like a passport now.
Well, because passports are like internationally recognized,
They are.
whereas IDs are state to state.
I know, it's just...
It's basic. Long and short of it is it's basically ease of use for people in different countries.
Yeah, no, I get why passports exist. It's just...
Because you can have like 20 people come through the gate, everybody from a different country, and they're gonna set something on the table that looks about the same for each of them.
I know, I've played I've played Papers, Please. That took a while to
Apparently
say.
you did not play Learning Grammar.
No, I'm autistic, don't you know?
We're all a little bit autistic. It's a spectrum and we're all on it.
My mom has said something to that effect. We're all just more retarded than others. Can you
I've watched Fruit Stream, I know.
Can you believe that somebody said that they were gonna block me because... oh man, do you remember when I had a random follower that I muted, and they didn't know that I had muted them, obviously. But I had muted them because they were very annoying. I think it was back when the lolicon stuff was when I started saying how, like, I won't condemn lolicon. And I had muted this person because they were annoying. And then one day I said, I didn't even say retarded, I just said tarded. And
I think I was there for that.
like the guy's like, I can't follow you anymore, I'm blocking you, and I'm just like, alright, goodbye, I don't care. Cause just like, I don't, bro. If you get offended over that word, like, I understand that people use it to demean actual
I am
people.
retarded, it's my word, I'm allowed to use it.
I mean, I'm getting to that. But it's just like, I understand that people use it to demean actually, like, mentally handicapped people. I get that. And I understand that people can be upset over hearing it because they may have negative experience with it. I get that. On the flip side, you're giving too much power to people that don't deserve it. That's my whole argument when it comes to, like, words in general. It's just
I'm
like...
gonna have the hot take that doesn't happen nearly as much as people make it out to be.
What?
Like, people will say, like, it's used to demean, like, people with mental disabilities.
Oh,
I feel like most of the time when somebody says that's retarded, it's, even if it is to somebody with legit mental disabilities, it's more like a snap judgment kind of thing.
No, I agree. Like, my mom was always like that all the time. She's like, hey, stop being retarded.
I think about the Boondocks clip all the time when stuff like that comes up, where he says, I saw gay, so I said gay.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, the person might have been X thing, that you could also use this word to demean them for that, but I was specifically pointing out their actions when I said that. It wasn't a bigoted, targeted remark to their identity.
Right. No, yeah, I agree. It's exactly that. It's just like, listen, I'm not actually being mean. I'm using a word to, like, snap judgment or just, yeah, I don't know. And it's, like, better than me swearing or saying fuck all the time, because I'll be honest with you, I don't like swearing a lot because it just doesn't feel very, like, I feel like it's very easy to swear, but using other words are more one, more fun, and two, it feels more interesting to me.
Akko, did you ever notice that like my grammar went from I actually speak normal to shit, fuck, balls?
I blame Dom.
No, I blame Ty.
I blame all of you.
Ty swears like a sailor.
Yeah, he does.
And I definitely picked up some of that. Also,
I'm amazed I don't swear on stream the same way I do in real life.
Yeah, you don't really swear that much, I noticed.
In real life, it's more of a frustration thing.
Is it?
And my problem is when I get frustrated, I'll typically just throw out like 5 or 6 different swear words or slurs in a random order, in a random assortment. Out of frustration.
That was my mother whenever she played dominoes.
Oh, I have to do Elite Sanctuary on slot. Ah, damn it. Okay.
But the thing is, I will choose literally any swear word or slur.
I didn't realize I was wasting my time here in Warframe.
To be fair, aren't we all wasting our time?
We're all wasting our time playing video games. We all just need to go to college and like accept life and
Oh, shut up.
be a slave to our government.
Shut up. People that listen, people that think college is useful now, unless they're getting very specific jobs, you all suck. Surprise kick follow, thank you.
Like
Zephion
I
for
had
the
some
follow.
friends going to
Appreciate it.
college, and I told them like I'm never going. Like I don't feel the need for college, and they all told me, "Well, let us know when you fail in life." Meanwhile, every one of them I know went to college is doing some like basic fast food restaurant. I never went to college, and I'm doing the job I love doing. Who's the failure now?
Are you trying to call out these supposed friends of yours that may never watch my stream?
Exactly. I definitely need to be done eating. I've eaten most of my noodles.
Oh gosh, Warframe might nope, never mind. Warframe was thinking about crashing there for a moment.
It's like, do I crash and make Akko stop streaming?
I'd only get to uni to get a trade degree. That's not even uni, that's just trade college, and that's even much different. Trades are way more respect. Listen, I will respect somebody with a trade degree than I will respect somebody with some sort of fancy, shitty degree that they got from a college that they spend 4 or so years to get, and is completely useless. I'm being 100% serious because, like, you got those. How I've got my social studies degree, or what is it? Not political science. What are those useless degrees that everybody has these days? But they're just like, oh, I have this degree and I spent so many years on it and it was worth so much money. It's like, what can you do with it? I don't know. Okay, so you wasted your time on something you can't use. And what did that get you? Oh, I'm more informed. It's just like, okay. You're also 10 times more poor. Is there a difference, is there a big difference in having a trade? Yes. Yes, trades are so amazing. Like, trades make so much more money than, like, the base money that most places... Like, right now I make $19 an hour delivering. If I was a plumber, I'd probably make close to $50 an hour.
Oh, this mild side thing. Akko, when you were talking about doing HVAC, I really wanted to send you your Satisfactory Mom image.
Why?
Because it's like, that'll be happening now.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That
Although...
that outfit is actually canon to Mom Lord.
Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, I'm still going to do HVAC, it's just...
No, I know.
I need to get it working on.
I just never did, and I've been meaning to tell you that.
One of my uncles is a plumber, and another is a technician who owns his own business. Exactly. Exactly. See, that's why I want to do a trade, and, like, I never wanted to go to college. Like, there was a couple of months where I, like, lied to myself, like, yeah, I'll go do the college thing. Because that's what all Mormons did. See, this is something that if you want to recognize a poor, depressed person that's also Mormon, all you gotta do is go to BYU, either Idaho or Utah. All right, you'll see a bunch of people. So most of the time they get married, because what they'll do is they'll go to college, they'll get married, and then they'll have 10 kids while they're in college, and then they'll be dirt poor for like half of their life. It's fucking depressing, I'll be honest with you. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to go to college, be dirt fucking poor, and do something I'm not happy with. So I didn't follow it, and now I'm not a good Mormon anymore. I didn't follow the Brigham Young rules, and now I'm
I mean,
bad
I
Mormon.
acknowledge I'm Christian, but I refuse to go to a church now. Churches are all just propaganda based now.
Yeah. I have the belief that you should get close to God. You shouldn't find it with another person. I mean, other people can help you, but you shouldn't like use other people to get close to God.
I mean, the church I went to for like 5 years would always start the first 45 minutes of the sermon talking about football.
That's like literally a Mormon church as well. Because like you get a guy, because like the way that it talks is like you don't have the main preacher or bishop do his sermons. You get other people to come up and talk, so that the bishop can just sit there and laugh at people as they that he asks to talk for them. And most of the time, people get up and make stupid football analogies. It's just like, bro, nobody gives a fuck about your football team that won last week. Nobody gives a fuck.
The thing is the team they kept talking about was Steelers, and I think they won like twice in the 5 years I went to.
Yeah. So that means you did the sing note, Mormon Jesus sing note. I was in the choir for a while, yes.
I did multiple plays.
Oh
I
gosh.
was given the main role.
You were Jesus?
No, so one of the main roles, the one
Redhead Jesus?
this one distinctly I remember it was a Christmas play.
Oh, so you were the
And
Christmas tree.
No, I had to dress. I swear to God, I was like evil Trump.
What?
The entire play.
What?
This was before, like way back. Before.
Well, yeah, obviously. Evil Trump, really?
Like I had to wear a suit and everything. Had to tie, like fix up my hair.
Jin Jesus? Yes.
And the
I
whole
was
thing.
the donkey in our Christmas play.
I was on stage for 2 hours straight, just basically singing.
I had a song number.
I've never been in a play before.
I was supposed to sing about the baby Jesus as the fucking donkey.
I'm sure you felt like the ass there.
Wait, now, did you give it your best Eddie Murphy impression?
Oh my god.
I was like 7. I didn't know who Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah, but you probably saw Shrek.
I probably did, and I didn't like know who he was. I would have been like,
I've never seen Shrek. I
You
know
need to.
that's
Shrek,
crazy.
okay, unironically, Shrek 1 is amazing. Shrek 2 is also just as amazing. 3
Shrek 3
sucks.
is hot fucking garbage, and Shrek 4 is the strikes back of the series, as JonTron said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Give me one to watch it, because Michael Myers is funny.
Yeah.
Yep. Made
You
the
make-
Cat in the Hat movie.
Have you seen How I Met an Axe Murderer?
Nope.
No.
He plays the main character in that movie, and that is funny.
He plays every character in Austin Powers.
Who?
Well, not every
Mike
character,
Myers?
but the two main characters.
He plays most of the characters. He plays Austin Powers, he plays Dr. Evil, he plays Fat Bastard.
Right, but like he doesn't play the most of the females.
If there's anybody making a
Dang.
joke in that movie, it's played by Austin Powers. It's
Oh, yeah.
played by Mike Myers.
That's funny.
Yeah.
There's Mike Myers, Mike Myers, Mike Myers, and the hot chick.
Yeah.
He couldn't play the hot chick, but he did play the statue taking a piss.
Yeah.
It's sad, but these days Jack Black has basically become the new Mike Myers.
Jack Black has like his own thing going on.
Right, but when it, like in roles today that Mike Myers would have done, it's now Jack Black.
No, I'd say they're very different. Unironically, I would say the difference is the start of the first Austin Powers movie, where the guy's like, Austin, you can't say shit like that anymore. Jack Black is like the kind of comedy that would have happened if Austin came out and he couldn't say that shit anymore.
Is it wrong of me to say that the episode of The Mandalorian with Jack Black and Christopher what is this?
If you say anything good about The Mandalorian, you're automatically wrong.
Season 1 was okay.
I'm blanking the actor's name.
Pedro Pascal.
The only new Star Wars that was remotely
Christopher
good
Lloyd.
was Rogue One.
Well, no, this I liked. I did not. I don't like any of the new Disney movies. None of them. The only shows I have enjoyed.
That man was having a tism fit.
The only things I've enjoyed since Disney bought it have basically been Clone Wars Season 7, Rebels, Bad Batch. I enjoyed Ahsoka for like the first half.
This song is annoying.
I don't like Shakespeare anymore, but Shakespeare is amazing. He's my favorite comedy writer.
And I liked Mando Season 1 and 2.
No, so we had like a long discussion before in high school about like what Shakespeare was. And I didn't realize till I was an adult and I played through MommaOcco, which has like, it literally dedicated an entire generation to famous Shakespeare novels for some reason, which were admittedly very good, which made me go back and read the original Shakespeare plays. And it taught me that Shakespeare was very likely writing comedies.
It's just for his...
Intentionally, not unintentionally. Romeo and Juliet is likely meant to be read as a comedy.
You know what? That would be funny. Literally.
Romeo and Juliet is the original rom-com. And we like LARPed it into being like this tragic thing. But literally, if you actually read the original manuscript, 90% of it's just cracking jokes. Like it's...
You know what? That's awesome.
You have to translate some of it because some of it's a really outdated language. But one of the first lines in the fucking play is Romeo's friend telling Romeo's bully that he fucked his mom and so did the entire town.
Oh my gosh.
The specific line is something like, your mother has fishified the entire town.
That's hilarious.
I'm probably out of line saying this, but Christopher Lloyd is now on. People got to be watching out for him in case he just kind of keels over.
Which one's
Rough
Christopher
fight.
Lloyd again?
He played Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
Oh, I thought he was already dead.
No, he's not. But the reason I'm saying this is he's now the new voice of Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts. Every actor who's played Xehanort, even in Japan, have now passed away.
That's funny. Well, not funny.
I feel bad saying it, but...
That's actually kind of unfortunate. Hey, I don't think I have those things.
Man, the role is cursed.
Can you tell me, though, that the ending of Romeo and Juliet isn't meant to be read as a comedy? Like, think about
been
how
so
they
long.
actually die at the end.
It's been so long since I read that, man.
Romeo goes to Juliet's tomb to confirm she's actually dead, to which her simp is in front of the tomb for whatever fucking reason, guarding it, and gets in a sword fight with Romeo where Romeo stabs him and basically makes fun of him for getting cucked. Like, outright was like, well, she's... So, I forget the exact line, but he basically mocks him for being a cuck. Stabs him, he dies, Romeo goes in, Juliet's dead, and he translated verbatim basically says, I'm too much of a bitch to stab myself, so I'm going to drink poison. To which Juliet wakes up, and says, "Oh God, Romeo drank the poison, and he was such a bitch. He didn't even leave any for me. How could he do that? He's like such a pussy. So I'm gonna have to man up and stab myself." And then she stabs herself.
That's funny.
And like, yeah, a lot of that is verbatim, and I'm kind of ad-libbing a little bit there, but that's basically what she says. And I find it genuinely hilarious. It also, like, my opinion also comes from the fact that Shakespeare wrote plays for the common man. Like, a lot of people these days kind of put Shakespeare up as fine art. But back in the day, he was writing plays for, like, the schlub off the street. He was, like, his plays weren't actually played to royals or nobles or anything. It was like a football versus golf kind of deal.
Right. So did you know that part of the Bible is a porno?
Yeah.
I figured most people that have read some of it do. But if you ever want to, like, get demonetized on a video, just read the Songs of Solomon. That goes in depth talking about naked women.
The Songs of Solomon is all about sex. There's just Psalms in general, which is just a bunch of, like, short stories for some reason. And a lot of them, like, don't make any fucking sense.
No, they don't.
If you want to get into real Bible lore, you can get the Apocrypha from the Catholics. And there's an entire chapter about fishing. And that's literally it. It's just an entire chapter about how to appropriately fish.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know what that's about.
Well, hey, Jesus needs you to know how to fish. So you can go fish men.
I wonder if somebody... Because it's like well known that different chapters in the Bible are written by different people.
Of course.
I
You'd be
wonder
stupid
if
not to know that.
somebody took Jesus saying "teach a man to fish" a little too literally. So he wrote an entire chapter about how to teach people to fish.
Maybe. You know what that means? Fish, exactly. You know what's funny is some people like to use the order of the Bible in order to discredit other things. I remember when I was a missionary. This is very funny. And I knew this when one of the things that missionaries were taught not to do. They don't do it, by the way. This is something that really pissed me off. Is you're not supposed to go fight with other people talking about religion, because the belief is God is not where there is contention. When you fight about God, obviously he's not going to be there. So whenever people wanted to fight about what we believed, it's just like, I'm not here to fight about that. Because God does not exist where there is fighting. That's what I always told these people, and then we just didn't do it. But one of the guys that we met wanted to discredit us by saying, oh, it says in Revelations that there can be no other works after this. And immediately I already knew the answer to this, but like, I wanted to let him just kind of like get his spiel out before I'm just like, I don't care, I'm walking away. Do you know why that's incorrect?
No.
So, fun fact, the Bible is not chronologically put together in the natural order. The book of Revelations is not actually the last book that was ever written. I can't remember what the last one actually was, but Revelations was not the last book to be written. And if I remember correctly, I believe that book was put at the end for people to use that as a fight for those that were less smart to not realize that chronologically Revelations was not done like last.
Yeah.
So if you want to be biblically accurate, Revelations if you were to take that at face value, a good chunk of the New Testament can be used because of how you supposedly take it. But like, I don't care to teach people that, because it's just like, again, God does not exist where there's contention. So the only time I really tell people that is when it's just like, hey, here's a fun fact about the Bible. Technically it's not correct in how it's put together. I think that was like the old Catholic Church that did that so they could try to control people. Is that all of the old church shit was just, hey, let's control these people.
This is a random thing, and it's like semi-related to the church,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get part of it wrong because it's a theory I don't like. It's one of those fun fact theories that I don't care enough about to really look into, but is plausible enough to me that I will shill it because I think it's funny and interesting. There's a semi-supported theory that the Dark Ages did not happen.
Oh, really?
That there is some like 200, 300 years of time that's literally just fucking made up by the church, specifically the Catholic Church, in conjunction with the king at the time. And the way the theory goes is that based on when we had like some knowledge of when the king was born, it doesn't make sense to, like the time he actually ascended to be king by like some 200, 300 years, like something ridiculous for no reason. But the exact year he did become king was a biblically relevant year that would have made his ascension to the throne somewhat of like a holy holiday.
Right.
And it's believed that he convinced, in conjunction with the Pope at the time and multiple different scholars, to basically fabricate some 200 or 300 years of history into existence so that his date of ascension could be on this biblically relevant day.
Right. Chad, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome.
And I
welcome.
genuinely kind of love the theory.
That... what is it supported by?
Some of the biggest support for it is the 200, 300 years before him, which is accused to have been made up, has basically no physical evidence of any of the events claimed happening.
I see.
It is only written work and literally nothing else. Like, there's a war that was claimed to have happened, but outside of this one like region claiming the war happened, there's no proof that a war ever happened.
That's interesting.
There's no like documentation between the two countries of them fighting. There's nothing from the other side that was supposedly involved that claimed it happened. It is literally just one book from them that says this happened.
Right. Really quickly. Chad, I did see your raid. Unfortunately, because I multi-stream, I just don't think that the notification goes through normally. I don't understand why, but I did see it. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. And happy Mario. That's right, today is March 10th, by the way.
Today is Mario Day.
Is there any,
Welcome
like...
back, Kemp.
Is there, like, any Nintendo
I've been
thing
here.
that's been...
Oh, so you got to hear my little spiel?
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting theory. I
might look up real quick the exact stuff, because it was really interesting.
Yeah. I'm always interested to hear, like, history theories like that. No, Chad, it's not you, it's me. It's me. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried for so long. I've even tried logging, because the way the notifications work is it goes through Streamlabs, and Streamlabs allows you to log in multiple accounts. I've logged in on Twitch to try and fix it. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So...
Okay, so I found it. It's called the Phantom Time Conspiracy. It is... this is from Wikipedia. I'll just read it straight out. So
I don't believe it if it's on
I'm
Wikipedia.
twisting anything. It says, it is a pseudo-historical conspiracy theory first asserted by Hilbert Illich in 1991. It hypothesizes a conspiracy by Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, Pope Sylvester II, and possibly the Byzantine Emperor Constantine VII to fabricate the Anno Domini dating system retroactively in order to place their ascension at the special year of 1000 AD and to rewrite history to legitimize Otto's claim to the Holy Roman Empire. Illich believed that this was achieved through the alteration, misrepresentation, and forgery of documentary and physical evidence. According to this scenario, the entire Carolingian period, including the figure of Charlemagne, is a complete fabrication, with a phantom time of 297 years, specifically AD 614 to 911, added to the early Middle Ages.
Interesting.
And I just thought it was a very funny and interesting theory.
It's very interesting.
However, chat, I have no bones about admitting that I've literally not looked into this, and I just find it funny.
It's one of those things where it's like, I don't care if it's real or not. I think it's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
No, I think listen, I'm all for crazy weird things about that, like that.
Here's the thing, right? If it's something that actually mattered, I would care. Because I've seen like a couple different YouTubers that talk about like misinformation and stuff. And they'll be like, you can't lie about something that happened 5,000 years ago. That's creating negative conspiracy theories about vaccines. I'm like, no, it's not. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, what? Who said that?
There's a guy on YouTube who covers like different conspiracy stuff in like little TikTok size segments. You've probably seen him at some point before.
Maybe.
And some of the stuff, like, it's legitimate for him to cover to a degree because it's people saying insane shit. Like, this proves the Earth is flat and the government's lying to you about it. But sometimes he'll cover stuff that's, like, from 3,000, 4,000 years ago. And he's like, you spreading conspiracies about this is why flat earthers have, like, a right to claim their conspiracy is accurate. I'm like, no, it's not. I get like the same annoyance when somebody says, well, if you doubt the government when they said the FBI didn't do anything wrong, what else are you saying people should doubt the government about?
Everything! Duh! Are you saying that you just blindly trust the government? The people that steal your money? Really? Really?
Well, you've probably seen it before.
You're the first one to go to the cattle herd.
There's a lot of people that try and conflate, like, if you believe one conspiracy about one thing, you suddenly believe all conspiracies ever created.
No!
It's like, no. There are levels of conspiracy, and some stuff isn't even conspiracy.
And some stuff is just true, like aliens.
Like, people still say the MK Ultra conspiracy, and it's like, what conspiracy? We have documentation of it. It happened. They admitted to it.
Oh,
and there's a bunch of stuff like that where it's like, no, bro, it's not a conspiracy. We know it happened. But they try and use it to justify, like, all this other stuff. Like, we have to target these, like, small, kind of cute conspiracies that don't hurt anybody because it makes people believe bigger, more harmful ones.
I don't think Sargon of Akkad was real, therefore vaccines are bad.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. No, that's funny.
Because like, there is no correlation here, and people still try and do it anyways.
By the way, YouTube, that was a joke. We love Pfizer. Pfizer's pretty cool. We can be sponsored. I'd rather not.
Just hearing you say that, I feel dirty.
I know. I'm saying that just so that YouTube.
I am staying out of politics. But I do want to say this because it always annoyed me because people would get mad at me when I pointed this out, that they were given carte blanche by the government to push the vaccine wherever they wanted, and if anybody got hurt by it, they were not liable for the damage it did.
Yeah.
Before there were any studies about it and before it was like mandated, they had already established that if people got hurt by it, they would not get in trouble for it.
Yeah, they learned from all of the moms suing over the vaccine damage stuff.
No, they didn't. They don't care.
No, what I'm saying is that they learned that if they don't like remove that protection or give them that protection right now, it's going to be an issue for them later.
Yeah.
I'm saying they learned because they learned that if they don't plan ahead, it's going to be worse for them. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I just think it's dumb.
And I was told by multiple people that because I thought that was an issue and that was like
a
very negative thing, that I was a vaccine denier.
Just to say, we're not giving opinions on whether or not you should or shouldn't take a vaccine. It is dependent on what your doctor says, and make sure that you
I just think it's sus they have immunity. I didn't say anything else about whether it's good or bad.
I agree. I think here's my problem. Here's my problem. Somebody like did a FOIA recently. You both are familiar with FOIAs, right?
Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah. So somebody FOIA'd vaccine damage and I think Pfizer, they got 148 pages. Every single one of them were redacted. Not one of them had information that was not redacted.
I saw that. It looked like a fucking SCP Wiki article.
Like
There's
what the
multiple
fuck?
shots. That's a layered joke.
Huh?
I said it looked like a SCP Wiki article. I said that's a layered joke.
Oh, I get it. No, I see what you mean. It's just like, what bothers me is, like, obviously because of how my body is built up, my body will respond to things differently than others, and because of that, my doctor has, with my doctor's advice, by the way, alright, if somebody wants to discredit my doctor, go ahead, but I trust my doctor over random comments people. My doctor said, I don't want you getting this, because I'm afraid of what it would do to you. And so I didn't. But like, because a doctor told me that, like, people, I didn't talk about this ever on Twitter, especially when everything was going on, because like everybody's like, oh my gosh, if you don't do this, you're a horrible person. It's just like, no, I'm not. I'm literally like trying to protect myself because of what my doctor said. So,
See, I'm in the camp of I don't trust doctors, period.
well, that's fine.
I'll go to one if I absolutely, under no circumstances, cannot deny it, which is going to be very, very rare.
Yeah, I mean,
For me,
like,
anyway.
the only reason why I'm doing it is because I have heart problems,
Like,
in my family.
The only doctors I've gone to in the last 10 years, was to a chiropractor and to the dentist.
It's my understanding, by the way, that chiropractors are actually bad for you. It's better to get like a really tough massage.
I'm going to agree to disagree. But this is also me having gone to a chiropractor my entire life. So,
I don't know. I just think, like, here's the problem. People assume that there is a one-size-fits-all for everybody, and I think that's retarded, because not everybody can take the same things. We all have very different bodies, we all have very different makeups, and because of that, I'm going to respond to something very differently to how you guys will respond to something. And
Yeah, like I am a proper alpha male specimen, so nothing bothers me.
there you go.
exactly.
Apparently alpha males are also femboys.
Damn right.
I feel like some men are missing something.
We are the next step
Hi,
of
Lumi.
human
Oh,
evolution.
Lumi! Lumi, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Lumi, you can hop and call with us. You
If
can,
you want, I'm not sleeping.
Lumi, how was walking simulator?
Lumi, get in call with us. We're talking
What
about
walking
vaccines right
simulator was
now.
Lumi doing?
Death Stranding.
Oh,
Literally
I still have
walking
that from
simulator.
Humble Bundle.
Yeah,
I've
Lumi,
never
like,
played
jump
it.
in here. Talk with us about vaccines.
I thought it was Papa John's simulator.
Oh, goodness.
It could also be that. I know most people call it walking.
Absolutely random side tangent. Did either of you ever play The Last Guardian?
No.
No. The last isn't The Last Guardian a PS4 exclusive?
Yes, and it was a sequel to Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes. Okay, that is exactly what I was thinking of. All right. No, I haven't. I've also never played Shadow of the Colossus.
You
Which
guys
is a great
talking
game.
about vaccines.
Yeah, I was just talking about how everybody's different and how
See-
it could be okay for some people, but other people probably need to ask a doctor first. Which
This
is
where
like,
I have my opinions, and I will not speak my opinions to not get Akko in trouble.
I appreciate that.
Because I know what I would say would piss off the YouTube overlords.
Well, see, like, I feel like my
Are you one of
opinion,
them anti-vaxxers?
huh?
Is Temp one of those anti-vaxxers for
I-
everything?
Tam
I'm not going to.
believes
I
in
can tell
freedom
you-
of autonomy. Tam believes in
Yes,
freedom of
fair
autonomy. I also believe in freedom of autonomy, but I also believe that you should consult a professional that you trust. Because there are professionals that I don't... I remember when I was going to go on my mission, and one of the things that they have you do is, if you don't have vaccines... Because again, one of my previous doctors was afraid of how some would mix with my body, so they were like, no, we don't want you taking any of these. But another doctor wanted to give me the TB shot, after getting explicit, like, no, don't give this. They should not have this. And he lied to me and said, oh, we're just gonna prick you really quickly. And my mom was like, you're trying to give him the TV. And it's just one of those things where you need to have informed consent, in my opinion. All right? You need to, if you do not have informed consent, there's a problem. So, like, if you want to do it, awesome, great. I just would think that you should be informed, and you should have the ability to say no to things if you don't think that it will work in your body. That's all. I'm not gonna say
Very fair.
I'm not gonna say it's for or against anything, because again, not everybody's body works the same. The problems that happen in my body are not gonna happen in Lumi's little cat body.
Yes. But also to answer your question before, I enjoyed my walking simulator.
Good.
Where am I going?
I love narrative-driven games, but I know not everyone wants to, you know, watch walking and story happen.
I think for me, there's a certain level of narrative-driven games. Like Mass Effect, lots of story, little gameplay, but more story. That is better. Or Danganronpa, where it's like you got something else going on, and it's not just point A to point B.
Yeah.
I enjoy my walking simulator.
Was it
And plus,
fun?
Norman Reedus winked at me, so that made it all worth it.
But did Norman Reedus hit you for looking at his crotch?
I didn't look at his crotch yet.
What?
So, one of the jokes of Death Stranding is if you are in the main character's bedroom, who's played by Norman Reedus, if you point the camera towards his crotch, he'll start getting embarrassed, and then the more you do it, he just hits the player camera.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
Stupid and silly, but funny.
You play as the cameraman, not Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
It is definitely for people who like, Guillermo del Toro stories.
Guillermo del Toro is literally one of my favorite directors.
He's really good.
Like, okay, listen. Would you watch an anthology series where Guillermo del Toro does the directing and Junji Ito does the writing?
I don't know the name Junji Ito.
Junji Ito is the most prolific horror mangaka probably in the world right now.
Okay, so that is definitely where you're going to lose me because.
Have you seen the memes of Hayao Miyazaki? It's Hayao Miyazaki beside like a picture of like something that's really picturesque and pretty, and then there's another guy right beside him who looks really happy and full of life, but next to like a really fucked up horror picture.
I don't think I've seen that.
That's funny.
Okay.
Find one of the memes for you.
Really?
Because Hayao Miyazaki is almost always shown in memes, specifically with him.
That's really funny.
And, one of Junji Ito's most popular character is Tomi. Let me get a...
Here, I got it. I'll send you the meme.
While you're looking for it, Jenny tweeted something that was really funny. You know the guy that the professor that said, "Oh, racism is you can't be racist to white people. You can be bigoted but not racist." Jenny retweeted that saying, "I guess I learned on the internet that I'm smarter than at least one professor today."
Here you go, Temp. I sent you a picture of
Yeah.
Tomi.
Oh, that is disturbing.
Guillermo del Toro. I can say that because I'm Mexican.
Junji Ito is literally the opposite of Hayao Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of people know this by now, but Hayao Miyazaki is unironically a black-pilled doomer who hates society and thinks the world is fucked beyond belief.
Yes.
But all of his work is cute and adorable, and it's super friendly and child-friendly. Junji Ito's work is absolutely horrifying, and it really touches on like a deep, unsettling part of horror that a lot of people don't touch on much anymore. But he is like the happiest, friendliest little guy you'll ever meet.
That is really funny.
Yeah, he's just a silly little guy, and he just draws and writes all this fucked up shit. And I'm like, man, you're great, and I love you.
I think it's really important for anybody in the chat, if you're interested, to know that Junji Ito does not do like, oh, it's a scary monster, you should be scared of it because it's a scary monster. All of his work touches on like base horrors that we all experience, but make you experience through like a personification of a monster of some sort. Like claustrophobia and like just the fear of death in general.
Like your phobias, not your, oh my god, it's a zombie or a werewolf.
Yeah.
I think
it's
the
like,
best one, like that you can really easily do it with it, is Amiga Fault, which is where everybody has like a hole in the wall in a mountainside, and each hole is for each individual person. And once you enter the hole, you can't get out of it. It constantly sucks you in further and further and further until by the time you come out the other end, your body is twisted and mangled beyond belief.
yep.
I remember you talking about that one.
Yes.
I personally really like hanging balloons.
That one's so fucking weird.
It is fucking weird.
I'll be honest,
I like
I
it.
don't get it.
You don't get it?
I've tried. I genuinely don't understand it.
Still wish we could see what they would have done with PT/Silent Hill. That's right, because isn't that like dead now?
I want Junji Ito to make a PT or Silent Hill game. Just bring him on board as like a consultation or something.
Don't make him go through, you know, that fucking bullshit of that company. Just let him work with fucking Kojima.
I'm late to the party.
I
Hello,
don't think
Spino.
Kojima could do it.
Welcome, welcome.
I understand a lot of people really like Kojima, but Kojima's just like a Westaboo Hollywood movie guy.
He is a Westaboo Hollywood movie guy, but
Westaboo.
if he has the right writer with him, and with Kojima's execution of various things, I think it could go very well.
A Westaboo.
He is a
He's a
Westaboo.
Westaboo.
I know.
Have you
I
not
just
seen this man's Twitter page?
I just hate the idea that like I don't hate it. I think it's funny that Japanese people really like America because like there is a lot of things to like about America, but it's just funny that like the reverse of a weeaboo is a Westaboo, and they all like pretend to be Americans.
Look, I can't get over the fact that there's a large culture of cute QD 3.14 Japanese girls that are all dressed as little cowboys.
Yeah.
Because America is all about cowboys, and I agree. Which means that Umari would be like the perfect VTuber in Japan.
See, think about that though, like, cause I saw some people that got legitimately upset by that. Like, why do they think America is all cowboys? It's like, okay, look at any Japanese film we've ever made, and how long until a samurai or ninja shows up?
No, yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like that's the first thing that people point out. It's just like, but that's not all of their culture. Yeah, but that's the first thing that we've pointed out. So the first thing that they're going to point out is cowboys.
They just immediately think of cowboys.
Because cowboys are cool. Look at Woody. He's absolutely awesome.
I forget who said it. It was a Japanese director that really brought it up. But he said the cowboy is the American samurai, and that just stuck with me.
You know what? The cowboy is the American samurai. I agree.
I can agree with that, yeah.
No, so here's what you should do. When I visit, I eventually want to visit Japan. I don't own any like cowboy garb, but I am gonna buy some spurs. I'm gonna buy some chaps. I'm gonna buy a nice 10-gallon hat, and I'm gonna wear it into Japan. And I'm gonna wait to see how long I get out of the airport before people start asking for pictures. They're like, "Oh, you're a real cowboy." It's just like, "Yep, I came from Texas."
I mean, if you have a southern accent, that's what will really sell it.
I can fake a decent one, and the best
They
part
wouldn't
is
know either way.
the
let's
best
be
part
honest.
is they won't know anyway.
I can't remember what it is. If it's I don't think it's Kamen Rider. I think it's Super Sentai, where at one point their version of the Black Ranger was a cowboy.
Yeah.
I think it was like one of their early incarnations. Their Black Ranger, who was a very clearly Japanese guy, was supposedly an American cowboy who moved to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And he did all like the cowboy stuff with like he had his double revolvers and everything, and it was great. I loved it.
It looks like it was Kamen Rider.
It was okay.
Kenichi Smith, American Ninja.
Yeah.
Kaku Ranger. Am I saying that right? Is it
Oh wait,
black?
no. There's one in Power Rangers and one in Kamen Rider. Basically with the same outfit, but a different color shirt.
Interesting.
I wouldn't know it if I saw the clip.
Face Full of Dollars was inspired by samurai movies.
Immediately found it. You were correct. It is Kenichi Smith. This is the one I'm thinking of.
I put the clip in shooting the shit, Nako, if you want to see it, because it's fucking funny.
Okay, Temp and Mizu, I'm doing the Archon hunt. Would you like to do it with me?
If you can give me, like 5 minutes, I can.
I can give you 5 minutes.
Discussing.
Nako,
Yeah.
I just love that you're using your little yippee for everything.
Well, listen. If you look in the corner, the lower corner of the screen, I introduced it yesterday. It's the Akko cinematic universe. You've got the
Perfect.
Blanky Akko, which is the retard of the family, because she's just so excited to be stimming with the doll that's right next to her. You've got the family pet, which is the little yippee, and then you've got the responsible adult that's screaming because they can't handle it.
Please tell me you got the, like, you paid the itty bitty extra for commercial rights so we can use a little
Oh, how much was the commercial
stickers.
rights? I should have just asked them if I could pay them more. How much was it?
With commercial rights, it was like, what, $25?
Oh, I should just ask. Here, I need to put some. I showed it to Ari. Look at what Ari made as fan art.
Oh, the
So,
little Tizzle
so
guy.
I said this to Mizu, and this is something you're gonna have to look out for. Whenever Ari makes art now, he will hide an Easter egg in every single art piece, and it is up to you
Oh.
to find it. It will not be visible until he finishes it, but he will have an Ari Easter egg. Can I join the Archon hunt? Sure.
Oh, Lumi.
Huh?
Your person hasn't messaged me back yet. The one that had me on the VGen commissions on discount.
Oh, yeah, she'll eventually answer you back because I don't know how many requests she's gotten for it. But
Or-
don't forget she's also Australian, so different time zone.
Okay, so
It's
she's
been
upside
2
down.
days.
It took her a couple days to answer mine, and then once she put it on work in progress, she got done in 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, it says on her thing 1 to 3 days.
I even sent her a DM saying I'm shilling your stuff so much. My friend Mizu put in a order request.
I asked if she could do a cute and funny Mizu.
Oh, fuck.
No, you know what? I will consider giving them the extra 20 because when I get the art piece that I'm gonna do is the prints. I plan to put some extra little stuff in the background, and I will probably just pay the extra $20 so I can put that in the background.
Well, you can also put stickers. You can get little Tism stickers.
Little Tism stickers.
Little Tism stickers.
Be like, you can stim with this Tism sticker.
Exactly.
I'm stimming so hard with my Tism stickers. Is like an acid trip when it comes to fights? Yeah. One more
Warframe better not
mission.
be doing an
Deploy a
update.
glyph while on mission. Huh?
Oh, it actually there is an update.
Oh, to Warframe?
Yeah, it's not big.
No, it typically isn't. I just gotta make sure that you got everything. Why do I have my glyph on?
What is the Archon hunt this week? How bad is it?
Blue.
Okay, that doesn't help me.
Silly Sandy AJ, thank you for the follow. It is Mobile Defense Interception Showdown. Mobile defense is better than defense. You just gotta keep the
Yeah.
shit off of it. I'm playing as Wisp, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I'm gonna bring Sarah in.
Not a prob. I posted a gif in it in general of one of the characters turning into a giant bird. What?
Okay.
Why is
I
that
don't know.
person turned into a giant hamburger? I think I'm more like upset that it's not a cheeseburger.
Right.
I feel like
can't
it-
join you. You have to invite me. Ah.
Why?
Oh, wait, I can join you.
Oh, that's right. Why is that person turning into a cheeseburger? You want to know why? Yeah, kinda. Alright, we're gonna get started. The bonus character this week is Excalibur.
It didn't go through.
But you're in the party.
I know, but it just didn't start.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet. Now I'm starting it.
Okay. I got a 30% off.
It's because the villain of the week eats a lot of foods and she tries to trick him to eat her, so... Okay. I'm stopping there.
Concerning.
I'm stopping there. That's too kinky. That's gonna be a clip out of context. He tries to eat her. Oops. All I want to know is, did she succeed? Did she get to cut up his insides?
So, Akko, I don't know if you noticed. You know that narrative designer for Bungie that is...
Oh
being
yeah, you
shitty?
wanted to talk about that.
No, he changed it so no one can reply unless he mentions people specifically.
Yeah, I know, he did. I saw he was like,
Oh.
alright, turning this off now, and it's just like, what a bitch. What
Yeah,
a
what happened?
bitch.
What happened?
Temp read it.
So, a senior narrative designer at Bungie said, if you're mad about DEI ruining games, you need to grow up. You need to stop wasting so much time on grifters who are only there to manipulate you and milk your anger for engagement. You need to talk to people who aren't like you a bit more. You need to stop falling for this.
Oh no. Oh, Spino is playing Limbo. I was like, why am I doing no damage?
And this came from a senior narrative designer at Bungie.
Yeah, why do you think so many people are leaving the game? We've lost like 2 or 3 friends already to not wanting to play it anymore.
Wanting to play what? Destiny?
Destiny.
I thought Destiny was 343.
No,
No.
that's Halo.
343
Now
is
it's
doing a
Halo.
decent job though. 343 made Infinite decently, I think.
I can never
Eventually.
remember which.
Yeah, Bungie did Halo 1 through Reach. With a little touch here and there in 4. And then Destiny.
And now they're doing other projects that will probably
Actually,
be
they did
shelved.
Marathon. Marathon is an older one from the 2.
This is true. And now they're working on other projects that will probably be shelved when Sony shuts them down.
Or absorbs them.
Or
They
absorb.
might keep
No,
the project going.
I don't think they will, personally. Sony's
This-
taking
all
L
this
after
is-
L. I'm looking at them like they are the Warner Brothers of the game industry right now.
That's still EA or Ubisoft.
Well, I mean, like, people, because they are just shutting down things left and right now in Sony.
Oh yeah, I know.
I don't have Banish. Okay, fair enough.
Oh wait, you meant like... No, that's 100% EA. Because EA, whenever a company would just not do
Yeah,
good...
but EA's not doing
they
that
shut
as
them
much.
down and
EA's
absorb
not doing that much right now. I'm saying that Sony is the one actively shutting down companies right now. They shut down a game company before they could even launch a game.
Who is this? Which company?
I can't remember. All I know is that they did it. I can't remember which crime they committed. I just know that they committed a crime.
Ugh.
After the Archon hunt, by the way, we're gonna go to bed.
You broke the law. Which one? All of them.
You must pay the
Oh,
fine.
This is why Mizu just needs to get back to 14.
I need to get into what?
Back to 14.
again.
Oh. Why?
Because it's just a better game.
Better game than what?
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, it's better than a lot of games out there right now.
No, I agree.
God, Warframe feels weird.
Why? Because you've been playing a lot of Helldivers?
I've been playing a lot of Helldivers, and I've been using my controller a lot more this year than I have in a while.
Just play with controller. Even though I would say that a controller is an inferior experience on...
It is inferior.
I'm busy playing tank game.
Oh, you're but going. You went to tank game.
I did.
Tank game is your stim.
I'm glad I don't play World of Tanks anymore.
I'm not playing World of Tanks either.
No? What is it?
Panzer Knights. It's single player, so I don't have to worry about fucking bit
Very
credit
fair.
hogs spending all their money to like beat me. I want the girls in Panzer game, but it's only on PlayStation.
Oh, that's gay.
It's made by World of Tanks.
That's so they at least know what they're doing.
Fun fact, the wargaming people are massive weebs.
Yes, they are.
The first collab they ever had was for World of Warships, and it was for an anime called Arpeggio of Blue Steel.
That's a long name.
It's a really good anime.
Fair enough.
You
I
should watch
watch
it sometime.
Yes.
There's a lot of animes I need to watch. I've kind of put watching anime on the back burner, unless Kara wants to watch it with me on a date, or I plan to record it eventually when I get back to reaction stuff, which I don't know when that will be.
So when's our Arpeggio Blue Steel date?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, on my fucking stream on the Twitter side, I was at the high 20s.
Nice. Nice.
It's not bad.
What am I on
Where are these Twitter viewers coming from?
I don't know, man. I'd like to know too. It just it's weird. They never comment either. I mean, like, I rarely see a comment on it.
You have 58 viewers right now on Twitter.
Really? Hello, viewers
Yeah.
on Twitter. See, the reason why I know it's not like individual views is because below it shows you how many times the tweet has been viewed.
And it's like, what I appreciate about the Twitter viewing is that, like, say, hey, like, this person is streaming, but I still want to doom scroll. You can just do picture in picture.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And so it's like, Mr. Elon, if you're going to, do more incentives, that'd be pretty neat.
I don't know how much that's gonna happen. It's nice to see that it exists, but I don't know if that's actually gonna happen.
Well, like we were discussing before, may as well build a base.
Oh yeah, for sure. I half wonder if it is growing my Twitter followers a little bit.
Well, if they have my baby, the Panzer IV Alsif.
Alright,
Complete Operation Barbosa.
this is gonna be the most painful mission, but we can do it. Just stick to one area and don't move.
This is why I'm playing Saren.
Yeah.
Mine.
Do you remember the first day, Nata?
I do.
I am going to head out for now, though. I'm going to chillax before I go EP.
Okay, sounds good.
night.
Alright, nighty night, guys. I shall talk to you tomorrow.
Alright, sounds good.
Night.
Nighty night.
Bye, little mermaid cat.
Bye, octopus and the other pusses.
I made it. You know, the way I said that, it sounded like I was high. Bye, little
a
mermaid
marvelous.
cat.
Oh my god, I got the war hilt.
Congrats.
That's what she said.
That's the first one of those I've ever gotten.
Well, you know,
Is
do
War
Archon
in
has.
pieces? I thought it was all together.
Yes. So Broken War, you can assemble multiple times, but you need to get more parts for it, and I believe you can get parts from it from doing Archon hunts or armor missions, but I am not totally sure.
Fair.
D is under attack.
That's what she said.
Battleless to drop the war components? Okay.
Jing, show me a Coke.
Yeah, I didn't think war was new war stuff or armor stuff.
Well, listen, I don't memorize all of the drop rates. I wish I could.
What? You're not a typical Pokemon player?
No.
I don't get how anyone could memorize what every Pokemon gets as far as its moves, at what levels, and typing weaknesses and advantages.
I haven't changed my loadout and we already started.
900 plus Pokemon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all nuts.
I don't know who first started it, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, I didn't start.
Yeah, I can give you time. I know that we have a blueberry with us, so chances are maybe the blueberry did it. That is the easiest person to blame, so I'm gonna do it.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo on my Cedo.
That's a bit of an issue, but I can give you an ammo restore. Here, come over to see.
Hold on. Beating the shit out of the enemy. Thank you.
Sadly, it doesn't restore heavy ammo.
That's okay. I don't need heavy.
I do.
Oh, right. I actually should be... Cool. I don't know why I wasn't using this before. I'm an idiot.
Look at all those sentient cores. I'm upgrading my cores.
I love how I'm complaining. I'm out of ammo for Cedo and not using my Larkspur.
I mean, Larkspur is... there is a point where Larkspur stops being effective if you don't have a ribbon. I'd say that this is the spot where you're gonna start struggling.
It's working fine. I mean, all we're doing is ad clear.
Yeah.
And because of the character I'm playing, I still get benefits, even if it's not doing, like, buku amounts of damage.
You know, I've only ever known one other person to say that word.
What, buku?
Yes. And it was a comic book shop owner.
Specifically odd, but okay.
That's the only other person that did it. It was back when I lived in San Diego, and I wanted to... My mom was always like, oh, you gotta get out. And this was before, this was when I was an adult, before I moved out.
Before
When you were an adult?
When
or
I was...
not one anymore?
No, not anymore.
Akko is just...
I'm a child. I'm back to being a child.
Akko's Benjamin Button.
Sure. But,
Do you not know what that is?
would you get mad if I said yes?
You don't know what Benjamin Button is?
Is that a book?
Yes, and
Okay.
a movie about a guy that ages backwards.
Oh, that sucks.
People always say you're Benjamin Buttoning when you look like you're getting younger.
I see.
Genuinely surprised you never heard anybody mention Benjamin Button.
I'm pretty sure I've
before.
heard the name before. I've probably just never seen or read the book.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
God, nah, you too, Temp. He's famous. God damn.
Listen, I read 1964. Is it 64? I'm pretty sure it's 1964. That's a classic.
I wouldn't I mean, it's technically a classic, yes. It's not how I would describe it, though. It's more of a political think piece.
Yeah.
They got turned into V for Vendetta.
Oh, that movie was good.
Is that where V from Vendetta came from?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but there's so many similarities between the two. I genuinely think it had to have been inspired by it.
Oh, that's funny. You can equip your fishing rod. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it does 1 damage to them. You can very technically kill a Grineer with your fishing rod.
That's
I
funny.
didn't know I was fighting Ganon.
Oh, speaking of Ganon. Oh my
God,
goodness. I read that the translation for Ganon in Tears of the Kingdom was broken or not done
it's fucked.
correctly.
All the
So-
translation is.
Well, yeah, but like they didn't do it correctly because there's like missing context from his motivations for why he hates the Zonai
Yeah,
so
that
much.
They never felt explained.
Okay, so you want to know the reason? He felt like everybody was relying too much on technology and wisdom, and he thought that they needed to revert back to just raw strength and power.
He wanted to return to Monkey.
I mean, actually, ironically, that makes sense for Ganon's character.
Well, yeah, because of how the Triforce works. He hates
Exactly,
the fact
yeah.
he hates wisdom and courage.
Okay, that's something else that really kind of made me wonder. It's like, you have the tiers in Tears of the Kingdom. Well, that's the namesake. That makes sense. But, like,
So,
where's the Triforce in all this?
So what it came out as is both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have basically been butchered beyond recognition as far as translation is concerned.
Yeah.
Like some smaller stuff is fine, but they fucked everything from just regular dialogue to item descriptions to like food descriptions and shit like that.
Dying. Come get me.
Which I genuinely didn't know.
Yeah.
But it came out because there were a bunch of like Zoomer kids complaining about it, who were like, "Well, don't let the anti-censorship people like chime in with me. I'm not with those guys. I just think they shouldn't have censored this one."
See, I don't know.
I'm not okay with this one. All right, but I'm okay with like censoring the other one with all the stuff I don't like, which.
And people were making fun of them. They're like, "No, this is what you asked for." And they're like, "Well, I didn't ask for this. I wanted like there was no reason for them to change this stuff. This stuff was important." It's like, yeah, now you know what it feels like.
Breath of the Wild story was already kind of garbage anyway.
I bet you that the context would have made it better.
Apparently, and I don't know if it's in the English version, but in the Japanese version, there's like Link's diary or journal on some items for item lore cards, and it like describes his entire journey through the entire game.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It
But
was
that's,
just
like,
really funny to me that
in the main game. Or
it was just really funny to me that people just now figured out it was censored, and they're like, "Well, I don't want those like idiots that complain about like titty censorship to be on my side." It's like, no, you asked for censorship, you got censorship. Eat a dick.
like I don't know if I would have enjoyed Breath of the Wild more if I just knew about Link's diary stuff.
I agree.
I think maybe if like we had known that, it would have had more. It's gonna sound weird saying this because it's kind of like a bad term in gaming. It almost would have felt like Dark Souls or like a Soulsborne.
Leave the mission that guy was trying to force start.
Okay.
What a
Spyro's
dick.
on me.
I invited you both.
Okay.
What an
Where,
asshole.
like the big thing with Soulsborns is they like telling the story through the items. And it kind of would have been even better that way, because then you could have had like Breath of the Wild tell the story of Link, while Tears of the Kingdom kind of told the story of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm actually wondering if I can play Breath of the Wild. Damn it!
You're welcome. I wanna, you know, the thing that sucks is like, I wanna learn Japanese so that I can like read things originally, but by the same token, it's just like,
It's
Hey.
really hard.
yeah, pretty much.
Because you basically learn two languages with Japanese, because you have their actual like language, but then you have your kanji as well.
Oh, I forgot. The new Paper Mario is not out yet.
No.
Wait, was it
We're,
supposed to come out today or something?
No.
We're waiting to see what happens with Vivian.
No, Thousand Year Door
Oh,
Remake
right.
is coming in May.
What's your bet?
My
for
bet
what
is
happens with Vivian?
my bet is that Vivian is trans.
Tim?
The thing is, like, I agree with Akko, but Japan really doesn't give two shits unless it's a translation.
I'm talking about localization.
Yeah, localization, 100% trans. Unless Nintendo steps in and is like, wait, that's not accurate what we said, because they actually do care about that.
Nintendo, well, no, they don't. Do you want to know why? Fire Emblem.
They
Fire
care
Emblem
more
was
than other
horribly
companies.
mistranslated multiple times by one person.
Right.
And only when they got fired
Xenoblade
did...
wasn't. Xenoblade is very, very
Xenoblade was only published by Nintendo, though.
fair.
Monolith Soft still had like all the say in translation and shit.
Yeah, and that's good because it's their game.
What I'm saying is, I don't trust Nintendo for the localization shit, because they got it wrong before. With other titles, it can happen again.
Fair. That's fair. I guess I'll revise my statement by saying they care more than others.
I think they're gonna make Vivian trans, and then we're gonna immediately have the D-trans mod banned off Nexus the same day.
Oh yeah, but that's it's a Nintendo game.
Well, no, people can still
Remember
mod
they
this
changed
shit.
one of the Fire Emblem characters into being obsessed with potatoes for some reason? My least favorite change to a Fire Emblem character is in Fire Emblem Engage. There's the two twins that you start the game with, and literally the very first support conversation you have with the girl twin is her talking about licking sweat off your ass.
Ugh.
Not that specifically.
Oh.
She comes up to you doing push-ups, and she has like this really long diatribe about how sweaty you are, and how she's watching your sweat, and how she can see all the sweat on your body. And it's just every line is like, "Oh, you're so sweaty. There's so much sweat on you. Oh, you're so." It's like, shut
Yeah,
the fuck
they
up.
tend to make characters kind of gravitate towards one specific thing. I have noticed that with Fire Emblem. I've only played 3 houses, but I have noticed that there.
There's one that really annoyed people,
Go to A, Tim.
which was Effie in Fates, who got retconned from in Japan. She was like a silent, strong, motherly type, and in America, every fucking dialogue line out of her mouth is "Yeah, work out, pump iron."
What the fuck?
Yeah, like she's supposed to be like a strong and silent mother type, and then her actual dialogue is just, "You need to work out, you need to do reps, bro, you need to lift, you need to get stronger and be beefy like me," and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Localizers barely hidden fetish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait until localizers are pushed out for AI, because the AI doesn't have fetishes.
People underestimate like how butchered Fire Emblem has been. Like, you think you know how bad Fire Emblem has gotten, you don't. It is so much worse than you could ever expect.
I believe it. I just can't wait. I can't wait for AI to take over.
For some reason, localizers went through a also random phase. Yeah, one of the characters that has like this deep, meaningful conversation with her father, cause like she's been separated from him for years from her perspective, but it's only been like a couple days from her father's perspective. She tries to have like this meaningful conversation about how she feels about him, and like how she still loves him and all this. And that got fucking translated to "Rar, that means I love you" in Dragon. And I genuinely just wanted to like punch the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And people
What?
wonder why we hate localizers and the jobs that they do. Because they're shit human beings.
My favorite, and I think it's my favorite in Fates because technically you could argue that it achieves the same goal either way, because it's two assassins talking to each other, and all they're realistically talking about is what people they've killed, because that's all they really have to talk about with each other. All they do is assassinate, so that's all they can really talk about. The like deeper subtext is that one of them has been doing it for so long and they started so young that they genuinely don't have feelings for the people they kill anymore. And the other one still has like some empathy left in them and they feel bad. Like the specific line is, the girl says, "I can't remember the face of anyone I've killed." And the guy says, "I remember every single face." Which is admittedly like it's pretty good character development. It's like 20 lines of dialogue, and it got all cut out for 3 ellipses.
Yeah.
The girl says ellipses, the guy says ellipses, the girl says ellipses, and the dialogue ends. They don't say a single word to each other.
Like, were they just lazy that day? It's like, what the fuck?
And like I said, you can very technically argue that it achieves the same goal of these two assassins only being able to talk about, like, killing people, or, like, they don't actually have anything else to talk about. If you cut out, like, the deeper meaning behind their conversation that apparently these people could not pick up on. But it's just... Why? You cut it all out for like 3 ellipses, and it's literally like 20 lines of dialogue. It's ridiculous. Also, Edelgard did nothing wrong. Fire Emblem Three Houses is just written like shit.
I still haven't finished 3 Houses.
They do not know how to write convergent stories. And they shouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
See, they did better. This is gonna anger people. They did better in Fates with convergent stories than they did in Three Houses. And it's because Fates technically
Stop wasting your ammo.
Every story is technically in an alternate timeline, so you can kind of make sense of it. But the problem with Three Houses is supposedly all 4 stories take place in the exact same timeline, but all of them have completely different lore and history, which doesn't make any sense.
What is that random doing on the other side of the map?
He doesn't give a shit.
How much ammo do you have in that thing, Tom?
Infinity.
In what, Cedo?
Yeah.
Right now I have 240. Per round, it's 40. Or like per mag.
Oh shit, the squad ammo recharges in 1:40, so I can't give you more. Stop wasting. Unless you're not wasting.
Oh my god. He's here.
I think we have to kill shit.
Yeah, I think he has what, clones around? Yeah.
Is it the clones?
Yeah, he's the clone.
No,
boy.
this isn't the clone guy. This is the thing where you have to shoot the little, you have to shoot their barrels around them. You gotta shoot the little glowing barrels around the air lists in order to kill them.
Oh, that's right.
The little glowy things. The orange things.
Yeah.
There we go. And he's vulnerable.
And he's dead.
Cool.
Narmer's spine eyes have been torn out. Excellent work.
I do
Kinda hope
love
they
the
do something
voice.
more with Narmer one day. Probably won't, but
I think Normal will be revisited again. It's just they're not that big of a deal now. Technically, this is a mission that should have only been done once. This is just kind of like one of those. It's like when you redo a strike mission. Technically, you're really only supposed to do it once, but you
there was only one strike that wasn't that way.
Really.
The Fanatic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Fanatic is a constant, like, you revisit to
Yeah,
go kick his
because
ass.
he's immortal. So you kill him, he'll just come back, and they had to keep sending perpetual fire teams to go take him out, so he didn't move.
Yeah.
And then something happened, and then he moved.
You kill the Archons in the New War? Yeah, that's right. So, that was dumb. The waiting? Yeah, it was a little dumb. Alright. Chat.
Mom's done.
Mom's tired. Last mission, that was it. Yup. So let's find someone to raid, and then we'll be done. Bonnie is live on Twitch, so you get to go to the cat.
Fish cat.
No, they're a cat.
What's Bonnie doing? Oh, Minecraft.
Everybody on YouTube goes to Mori. Alright, chat. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.